Jacob Garlick, Tom Brett, C.
So we're going to be starting shortly here at Wormsley. Just a few guys, can you admin areas to cover first?
Patrick Harrington, Bill Google, Archie Horton, Joe Lowe, Oscar Phillips, James Anderson, and reserves Said Ravel, Danielle Khalid, and Max Hunt.
So a great morning here. There's a bit of a turnaround really from yesterday, Stuart.
Absolutely, Steve. It was a little bit damp, a little bit dark, very, very wet around the square area when we arrived here yesterday to put some cables and some equipment out. But it's absolutely dried up beautifully. Sun's out, glorious day at Wormsley, and then we're absolutely spoilt by the conditions here and the facilities. A wonderful day to be here. As the umpires and the players are about to enter the field.
I mean, it's just amazing really here at Wormsley. A lot of cricket grounds around the country are very yellow at this moment in time, even with a couple of bits of rain yesterday and the day before. But we arrived here yesterday and the outfield, as you'll see, is very green. And actually you're taking grass off the square this morning. So there is a relative amount of grass on the strip, isn't there? There's a few green tinges, still quite hard underneath, but it should be a really good wicket, I think.
I think every time we come here, Steve, we're treated with a fantastic surface. It's looked a bit green on top. Unsurprising that Bedfordshire won the toss and decided to bowl. Makes an awful lot of sense. If there is any weather in the air, they leave the opportunity of assessing the conditions, batting second, chasing. But we expect a really good surface that's going to perform throughout the day. Could be interesting in the first few overs with the white ball, but we'll see how we progress.
Yeah, I think you're right. There was a bit of moisture there this morning. There was quite a bit of rain on the sheeted covers. So they covered the whole square last night. So there is definitely a little bit of dampness in that track early doors. So it was obvious really with the toss, wasn't it? So I think we'll see a little bit of early movement. Obviously the outfield's been roped off and all the excess moisture taken off, but it was pretty good, to be fair, even yesterday when we were here when it was raining. So conditions are set fantastically we hope for a full day of cricket. Obviously two T20s semi-finals to take place before the final at sort of 5:15ish. Weather forecast is pretty good for the first game. We might get a bit of rain in this afternoon starting from about 1 o'clock. It doesn't look too heavy. So fingers crossed we'll get a full day in for these finals days here at Wormsley for the NCC T20 finals day. So Jamal Richards to open the bowling from the Deer Park end. Two distinct ends here at Wormsley. Albeit we didn't see many deer this morning. We saw a lot of partridge for the upcoming shooting season.
Huge amount of partridge, 500 or 600 just on the road in. It's huge. So from the Deer Park end, we've got umpires are Robin Parker standing at the Deer Park end who on strike. And from the Dibley end is Nathan Hewitt. So that's our umpires for the first game.
Okay, so here we go, and off we go. Ooh. So I think that was a wide ball to start. A few oohs and ahs. Bit of a loosener. So we've not seen these two teams in 5 days for a few. So first visit for a while. So pretty much modelled on slope in Crom. So which again in. It's a drive and a miss.
Expansive start, Steve. So looking to attack from the off, I think.
Well, I think with the field in, only 2 fielders outside the ring in the first power play. If you can get off a good run.
Yeah, they've gone third and fielders that are out.
So if you feel them to start with, obviously the sling was there. It's done all pull. So it's squares already just the one. Bit of a breathing across the ground. It might help swing a little bit. And handed Evitts on strike, so quick change in the field square, getting back out again. And third. The Crayon, yeah. She's good. She's in. Short ball, just hunched down to gully, no run.
Yeah, people on the left. People at the bottom.
Yeah, I
don't know if the coffee bar are listening, but it's that time of the day.
If anyone's around the High Wycombe area, then tickets are well priced to get into Wormsley for the day. Lots of food and coffee bars available. Richard's in again. Just through wicket, and I think quite happy with the start.
Apart from his first way with delivery, didn't he? That's another chat. See something in the pitch. They were just an act last 2 balls over.
Ball's got to John, and if no more, didn't really get hold of it. It's 6-6. Well, single 6 though. Bounced before that.
Bit of a debate going on the umpire.
He's just cancelled that out. He's kept a sort of sense. He's probably going to say 4.
He's either changed his mind, doesn't switch the music. I've earned it.
He's just the OC commentators.
Definitely put a little bit more into that one, Richards, didn't he?
I'll ask you down Don Barrow in a minute. That valve. Last ball of the over. But it's just blocked. There's a little bit there, isn't there? Not a short ball. It was definitely a short, and he didn't get hold of it fully. So there's a little bit of pace there. And Richard's bent his back on that one. So a reasonable start, really. As they move on to 7 off the first over. And Richards will be fairly happy with that. I would have thought it's just that one loose ball. And that could have really gone anywhere, to be honest.
So from the Dibley end, it's James Anson. Looks like right arm over. Another seamer. Not good, but you sub it to seamer.
And then because Vicar was free to right the ground.
So if it's on strike, it's on the leg side. It's and that field is by the keeper. That's a great piece of work. You don't saw foot wide there. It's a great piece of work.
He was stretched there on hand. He wasn't down on the side. It was some take that. Don't think that was the best of shots, to be honest.
Didn't really get all of it, did he? But
No.
he got enough of it to get over the infield, and it was fairly safe.
Idea was right. Execution sounded a bit tinny in it.
Find his rhythm with that.
I think the couple, isn't it? If you get it in the gaps, it will run off quite down. It will just make the rain we've had over the last couple of days pretty crowded.
So Anthony gave it some strike. Just gone back foot and run down to deep third man, which is the keeper. Just one. It's interesting here. We are in a rest position. It looked pretty bad, but having that, there is slope. There is quite a slope, and the bowler's going to be a bit on keep that. Making sure they are focusing on bowling to the right hand or fourth stump. Yeah, he's put an extra bit of effort in there, and it's come through really nicely to the keeper. It's a good carry, good pace.
Could be a bounce there.
Absolutely.
A lot more bounce than we've seen so far today.
Keeper stood 20 plus yards back. That's come through really nicely, taking it sort of chest height. Good true surface we've got here. So Anson into Priestley, and he's run that through backward gully, and deep third man is run round, stopped it quite nicely, picked up.
Oh, it could be.
Oh,
Oh dear, that was got to be a chance. That
really close there. There was some scampering running going on there.
See if we can get a replay of that in a second. But that looked a bit relaxed, to be honest,
I don't know if
on
he's,
both the batsman and the
I don't know
keeper's
if he's injured
part.
himself a bit
Because
here.
I mean, that was a clear opportunity.
It looked like a fairly simple two to me. The guy's run round and picked it up and fumbled it, and Priestley's come back for. Evans has come back for what would have been a third, I guess, and made a bit of a mess of it, to be honest. And he's hit the deck, and I think he might have injured himself a little bit, but he looks okay at the moment.
I mean, the keeper didn't seem that aware of what was going on, really. It was sort of like just take it one-handed and a nonchalant, sort of take, rather than actually this is an opportunity to take an early wicket.
I mean, when all said and done, Priestley's picked up 3 runs there, but slightly comical effort, really, wasn't it? Anson's in for his last ball. Down the leg side, another acrobatic take.
Another wide ball.
To the keeper, another wide ball down the leg side. Again, struggling with the slope probably a little bit. Slope, right hand, left hand combination. It doesn't make it easy for the bowlers.
No, if when they've got to keep adjusting every ball, and the field's adjusting every ball, then as a bowler myself, that's not what you want to have.
Robinson's making his name already behind the stumps, diving around.
Yeah,
he's excellent keeping so far.
It's definitely that little bit in the pitch, isn't there?
Yep.
A little bit of extra bounce for the bowlers that are just bending their back a little bit.
So that one's again come through at a really good pace, and Robinson's taking it up in front of his face. It's a really good true surface. So Evans on strike to Anson. Final ball of the over. It's up. He runs it off the back foot, out to deep third man. Richards runs around, picks it up, straight into the keeper, and they just get one. End of that over. The score moves on to 18 for no wicket off 2, so a fairly comfortable start for.
Bit more of an
Staffs.
expensive over, that one. There was 11 off it.
Yeah, tidy start for Staffs. Not really sure what a good target is.
No, I think it's going to be interesting to see what sort of total they get. Then you've got to be looking at least 160.
True, very fast running, aren't they?
I mean, if they hit the gaps, it's especially down the hill, it just races away.
Richards back in for his second over from the Deer Park end.
Right, okay, let's. So Everett's facing full ball. He's tried to wahoo that over mid wicket, lost his shape. More of a golf swing than a cricket shot, I think. He's just gone through to the keeper, no run. Definitely looking to try and make the most of the power play and the field setting there.
I think he's seen that as a shorter ball, and he's looked to capitalise on that one early doors, and to try and pick up the run scoring.
If he gets hold of it,
especially in the power play,
even get half hold of it, with the field in, and they're actually quite a way in off the 30-yard circle. A lot of the infield. So in again, shorter ball. It's gone in the air and it's gone over cover. I think it's going to bounce away, and it's down the hill, and they'll pick up at least 2 here.
2 more to Evans. They didn't really get all of that, did he?
No, good intent. So the intent's definitely there. They obviously want to move it quickly on with the run rate, but again, not quite getting hold of it. And again, getting that movement away from the batsman with a slope. If you're not used to it, then it's just a couple more inches to get a line to.
Change of field. So they're bringing deep third man up, and they're bringing third man up, and they put out a deep backward point, I think, really.
Yeah, sort of. Well, it makes sense. It's just guiding it down there. So Richards in again, shorter ball. Oh, he hasn't picked that up at all, and it's hit him on his turn. Looks like on his back.
He's tried to sort of reverse
He
ramp
really
lap that.
he took his eye off that one completely.
That's a strange.
I'll just try and have another
He was
look at
having a
that
bit of
if
a
we
tangle
can.
there, didn't he?
He did. I think he completely lost that. I mean,
You can see what he's trying to do. They brought the fielder in. Here we go, looking at the replay. He's tried to, and the bowler's followed
it's
him.
almost like he's tried to lap that,
Yeah.
almost like ramp it, reverse ramp it down to third man where the field isn't, and he's completely made a mess of it.
Richards did a good job of following him there, though.
Again, slower ball. He's got hold of that one. It won't. It'll just evade the fielder, and that, to me, looked like 4 runs. Wasn't far off being a 6, to be fair. That was probably only a couple of feet away from being the first 6 of the game.
I think there was a similar line from Richards there, and he followed him with the ball before and tucked him up and got him in a tangle. This time Evans has held his shape and he's got inside it and put it over sort of wide mid wicket for 4.
So Richards in again. Let's see what he does this time. It's got a big lift. It's gone in the air. This is a chance. It's right on the boundary line and is dropped. And I think he's just managed to recover that from going for 4. So, that's the first real chance of the innings. And
That was a really
9 times out of 10, they are taken.
a real steepler, and Joe Lowe out at deep square leg running round. It looked like he got there comfortably. It just bobbled out. I thought he'd caught that every day of the week.
That looked a fairly straightforward chance to me. It was inside the line by a couple of yards. Had time. Didn't really get hold of it. And he's dropped it on the boundary. So really, that's really disappointing. So Richards coming back in again. Expect he's steamed up for this one now. Short ball, just driven back foot. Just be the single.
You can see the intent's picking up here with the run scoring. There's two aggressive shots there.
Richards won't be happy with that though. Clear chance to get a wicket. And they move on to 28 for no wicket after 3 overs.
Glass fronted structure, the marquee next to the pavilion is called the boundary room. Back of the boundary room are loos. And I think they're also
So we're into the 4th over, and James Anson continues at the Dibley end, halfway through the power play. We've got Priestley on strike, field set as previously, 2 men out, deep third man, deep backward square.
More importantly, the tea and coffee van's just opened. So we just sent somebody down there.
Superb news. So it's gone up, Priestley's put it up, and it's gone down to third man, and that's taken.
Just that extra bit of pace and bounce, wasn't it? Top edge.
Looked like he was trying to play it through the onside, probably didn't get inside it enough. He's plonked that straight into the hands of deep third man. Comfortable catch, and Priestley departs.
And it's really that extra bit of bounce, isn't it? We've seen it 3 times now. There was the edge early doors, wasn't there, to the pull shot that went for 4. There was the pull shot last over that didn't get much control on and was dropped on the boundary. And then again, that one, short ball again, top edged. So not really getting hold of these short balls at the moment, are they? It's just that extra bounce.
Yeah, it was Kashif Ali who took that catch. It was a comfortable catch, and he did a good job down there.
Okay, so it's a very renowned minor counties player, scored thousands of runs in minor counties cricket. So this was the big one.
Very destructive batsman if he gets his iron, does Dan Lincoln.
So Dan Lincoln this year's had 7 innings, scored 203 runs. It's got a high score of 75 and averaging 40.6 with a strike rate of 112. So he's had a good T20 finals progress through this NCCA tournament.
So Anson into Lincoln, first ball. He's right in behind that. And just blocks it out. Yeah, this appears to be the sort of important time now. If they can push through the power play and pick up the run rate, they've set themselves a reasonable base, just one down after 3 overs. I think Bedfordshire will be looking to take wickets in the power play to try and restrict the run scoring. But at the moment, it seems fairly evenly balanced to me.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Stuart. Could easily be 2 down. Should be probably 2 down. But this is the key bit now. Dan Lincoln, key man.
So Anson's in. Lincoln goes back and no run. He lets that go through to keeper. I think he probably thought it might have been a wide, but umpire not interested this time. I think it's warming up, Steve. I think.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I think we're. I think we might have to remove one of the layers in a minute. It's quite a nice sun trap where we are. Okay, so Anson into Lincoln.
Oh, he's bowled him!
Chopped him back, he's bowled him. Oh, that is a huge wicket, and you can see how keen Bedfordshire are there. That is huge.
Well, we've got to see that on replay. That seemed to almost cut him in half as it came down the slope.
That is absolutely huge, and after Steve's nominated him as the man to watch, here we go, replay, cuts back.
Big swing.
That's cut back in down the slope. That is amazing. That is a big wicket.
So
That's
really
huge.
big inducker there.
Used the slope, cut him in half, and cleaned him up.
Top ball.
Huge
Really,
wicket.
really good ball, that.
And Lincoln goes for no wicket. Goes for no run, sorry.
So, and Anson picks up his second.
So the incoming batsman is James Kettleborough. He's the captain.
Maybe we shouldn't big him up too much like we did with
So
Dan.
let's not say anything about his previous record, Steve.
Wow, that was a good ball, I've got to say.
Yeah, I think
The movement on the replay really showed that big
That was a-
swerving inducker.
that was a huge delivery, that was.
So there's a bit of atmospheric pressure then, but left to swing the ball. The clouds have dispersed a little bit. The sun's out of Stuart's stead, but
I think that was his natural shape, and he's swung it back in. He's cut him in half, and you'll be disappointed at that. So we've got Anson to Kettleborough, and this is a huge over for Beds here with 2 wickets. Having said it was evenly poised at the start of the over, I think they're on top here a little bit with the big wickets they've taken.
that's two big wickets taken.
So Anson into for Kettleborough's first ball.
Oh, he's bowled him!
Cleaned him up as well. Oh, that's a fuller ball, and he's cleaned him up as well. Kettleborough goes for none.
Well, I
This is
say
an
that
amazing over.
we'll show that again. It looked like a complete Yorker.
I think that may have swung back in as well. Let's just
Well, it's
try and
hit
grab a
middle stump.
replay. Here we go. Anson in. Yeah, he's swung that back in. He's gone through the
Little
gate.
bit.
Not swung
Not-
quite as much as the one before, but still a very good delivery, and it's
That's
cleaned him up.
just
This is a big
swung
over.
late, didn't it? So
Yeah.
you've seen it from the replay there. It's probably the last yard. Just suddenly, almost like reverse swing, to be honest, wasn't it? It's held its line, and the last yard, it's just ducked in and gone through the gate. I mean, that's 2 top balls in 2 balls.
That is a huge wicket as well. And now Ollie Walker stride into the wicket, and he's in on a hat trick.
First hat trick for our commentary for probably, 5-6 years now. So
Yeah.
but you better build this one up.
Do you want to build anybody else up, Steve? Because it's working really well so far.
Yeah.
This is a massive over. 3 wickets,
Mind you, I think Bedfordshire might want me to come to most of their games now.
but not when they're batting. I guess in T20 they're not really so focused on changing fields for hat-trick balls. They've retained the same field. They've not really changed that too much. And if I was Anson, I'd do nothing different.
No, just keep bowling. That's 2 superb balls he's bowled there. One real big
Anson
swing.
into Walker. That's outside. He's let that go comfortably, but that is a superb. That's a double wicket maiden. No runs off that over. 2 huge wickets of Lincoln and Kettleborough. And having said literally about 5 or 6 minutes ago, this was evenly poised. I'd say Bedfordshire are now firmly on top in the power play.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Stuart. Obviously, getting down Lincoln was absolutely massive. At 28 for 3 off 4. I think the game's changed quite dramatically in 6 balls.
100%, yeah.
It's quite surprising how much he got the ball to swing for the first wicket, and then how late he got the ball to swing for the second wicket.
Yeah, it was that control, wasn't it? I think, like I said earlier, he started it sort of fourth stump and swung it back in, and it surprised both batsmen, and they've both been bowled. Richards carrying on for the 5th over.
Yeah, not surprising. He's got some good bounce, and let's see what he turns up with here. Shorter ball, just whipped off the hip. It'll just be the one, I think. Deep squares that comes in to collect. So
Richards got very smooth, rhythmical run up and action, hasn't he? Very repeatable. Runs in, charges in, but very smooth and controlled, and he'll be looking to put the pressure on in the power play as much as Anson from the Dibley end.
So Bedfordshire now quite lively in the field now. They've upped their volume in the field as those 2 quick wickets.
The noise levels have certainly gone up from the fielding team.
Pressure certainly on Staffordshire here now. Try and rebuild a little bit. So shorter ball again, steered. And that's going to steer away for 4 runs. The third man was up into the 30-yard circle and just steered it past him. I think that's where they've got to be a little bit careful with. Obviously, they've put deep backward point out on the boundary. But that steer, to anything just short outside off stump, is very much there just to steer it either side of.
Probably that line wasn't the plan.
Short third,
probably
yeah.
A bit too wide, and he's comfortably guided that down to third for 4 runs, hasn't he?
Let's see if he can correct that. If not, short third's going to have to go down, I think. But here we go. It's up. Oh, that's jumped off a length, and it's just got the shoulder of the bat to gully. There's no gully in on catching, so just 1. But definitely, again, extra bit of bounce there we're seeing from that just short of a length ball. Very much like we saw in the 50 over NCCA final. There's that spot just outside off stump, short of a length. It was getting more bounce than other areas. So Richards in again. Slower ball, and he steered it again. And as I said, steered it again past short third man, and that's 4 more runs. So I think the captain's going to have a bit of a think here, because that is an easy shot to get good value runs.
I think the concern here is that Richards is now being hit both sides of the wicket. So he's been hit over the onside for a couple of boundaries, and unfortunately for that drop catch, he's now been guided through third man 2 or 3 times. He kind of needs to probably bowl it at middle and off, rather than giving too much width outside the off stump.
I think they're going to make the change as I've suggested. So short third man going out deep third, and deep backward point coming back into the ring now. I think that makes more sense because it's just too much of an easy shot just to drop it down for 4 runs. So that's 8 off the over already. Richards back in, full ball down the leg side, and it's going to be a wide. Again, then just trying to correct himself from going outside off stump just to try and get a straighter line, and then fires it down the leg side.
He's struggling with his line again. They've put the third man out, so you probably want to bowl that off stump line because he's got his protection there, and then he's fired a leg side wide in. So he's struggling with his, like you say, the slope's not easy to work with here. He's struggling a bit with his line. I think he's going to be possibly looking at a change off this over, I would think.
Yeah, I think you probably get a rest after this one, but coming in just short of a length. It's been pulled through mid-wicket. Pick up 1 definitely. They're going to come back for the second. Nobody on the stumps. Nobody on the stumps for the throw.
Joe Lowe's,
so an easy 2 in the end.
Joe Lowe's swooped around the outfield and picked that up nicely. Like you say, could have been relatively close for somebody at the stumps, and the throw slightly more accurate. Looked a bit slack.
You sort of expect at this level for somebody to take the stump, somebody to back up, and a decent throw in, and the backing up was there. The throw and the man in the stumps wasn't. But there you go. Richards in. Oh, there's a big heave ho. It's gone in the air. This is could be a chance. It's not going to be an easy catch, but he's dropped dropped it. He's dropped it. He got both hands to it, stretching out. As I said, it's not an easy catch. It went in the air for a long time. He got it and then dropped it as he then came down towards the ground. So another chance goes down.
That's probably the most difficult one of the lot, Steve, to be fair. It was high, it was up over his shoulder, probably came out of the sun as well. But he did a really good job to get to it just on the turn, and when he hit the ground, it just bobbled out just as it ran away from us. It looked like it just bobbled out as it hit the ground.
They were sort of the coaching catches that we'd fire up with a boom bat, isn't it? Really, just over the fielder's shoulder and turn and run and get it.
I think you might be in the wrong job here. You've revised the umpires' boundary decisions. You've reset the field as the captain. Now you're coaching the fielding team.
Oh, there's some opportunities out there somewhere.
So Anson in for his third over from the Dibley end. Oh, and he's taken another one.
I bet that's another inducker. We'll get that on replay again. But 3 wickets he's got by bowled.
This time Walker's gone. Clean bowled. That looked like the batsman thought it didn't get up, but I'd like to see that again on replay. Well, that's cut back.
Off the pitch.
I don't believe that.
Here you go, look.
It's hit the top of the stumps.
That's just cut back down the slope. And it's hit, what, leg stump?
He's not really got in line.
Middle leg?
Again, it's pitched outside off stump and it's cut back down the hill and hit the top of midland leg. I think there's definitely some movement here.
There's movement in the air, which there wasn't for that ball in fairness, but there is obviously movement off the wicket because of the slope. So you've got a bit of a mixed battle here for the batsman of both swinging ball and movement off the pitch. And that, I've got to say, he's bowling really, really well.
He's picked up all 4 wickets from the Dibley end, and he's clearly got his line absolutely spot on. So yeah, the incoming batsman is Joe Hawkins, who joins Ollie Walker at the crease. The fielding side have definitely got the chirp and the noise has been uplifted.
Well, Anson's already taken 15 wickets before this match.
He's got 4 today.
He's got 4 today, so he's on to 19. His previous best was 3 for 16. And he comes again.
I think that's probably swung as well by the reaction of the fielders. That's nipped back as well, and Hawkins has kept that one out. Bit of a reset. That was Evitts that was bowled earlier. So Walker's still out there.
Just gonna have a look at that ball again just to see what movement is out there.
That has swung. That's definitely swung again.
It's late swing as well.
Yeah. Captain's decision now. Keep him on for one more. Finish him out.
Just keep him going. Keep him going. He's bowling brilliantly. He's in his rhythm, so let him go.
Pick up another wicket. That's massive.
Noticeably quicker ball, that one.
He's bent his back there, which probably doesn't give it the opportunity to swing quite as much.
No.
But
that was definitely probably 5-6 miles an hour quicker than the last one.
Looks like he's beaten Hawkins for pace there. Yeah.
That was early. That was early swing.
It's a little bit wider. Beaten for pace there.
It's almost that quicker ball is swinging earlier, whereas the slightly slower balls, or the normal probably speed of his bowling, is going very late, which is very dangerous.
So the score here is 42 for 4, with Anson halfway through his third over. He's up to the wicket. Bowls to Hawkins. Oh, slapped him on the pads. It sounds to me like there was an inside edge there. Umpire's coming over. No signal. That's he's got an inside edge on that, and he's got away with that. But again, more indication of swing where it's hitting the inside edge.
So see that again. Again, late swing, big late swing, big edge.
Swing, big inside edge onto the pads. It was a muted appeal, to be fair, but he's swinging the ball beautifully here. Coffee bar's open, I can see.
A few players there, I guess, filling themselves up.
Can't believe they need it after breakfast. Anson's in.
this is the dilemma now, isn't it? It's getting through his overs from a batting point of view, just almost see him off, because 2 more wickets and it's going to make a massive dent into the opportunity here to set a decent total.
But we're still in the power play.
Still in the power play.
That's the key.
It's
here.
unbelievable.
It's the last ball of power play here at the moment. After 3 overs, it was 28 for 1, and now we're 43 for 4. And the game's changed in the last 3 overs. Again, that must have, the way he's played that and the way he's dug that out without making really good contact, he's still swinging the ball, and Anson finishes his 3rd over.
4 for 12.
4 for 12. I think he's completely changed the face of the game in the last 2 overs he's bowled. Does look now like we're going to have a bowling change. The keeper's asked for his helmet, so we'll be stood up to the stumps.
Are we going for spin?
Are we going for spin, or are we going
For a slower...
we've got a
no, it looks like we've got a seamer who's running in off the 30-yard circle to warm up, so... Maybe it's just the new trend of keepers standing up. Okay, so Phillips on. He was very noticeable from his blonde hair.
Huge run up. Keeper stood up. 3rd man looks like he's going back on the boundary. We're outside the first power play now, so extra field is allowed outside the ring. So we've now got...
So I think 3rd man's going down. We've got deep cover point out. Deep square is out, and deep mid-wicket looks like he's going out as well. So there's 1s and 2s on the leg side now, if you want to drop it, because
there's only 4 in the circle here.
Yeah. Well, it's pace differential.
Yep.
That's why the keeper stood up. It'd be interesting to see what movement he gets off the pitch. Obviously, with the slope, you're more likely to obviously get the ball to deviate away from the off stump and away from the batsman. Keeper stood up. And he comes in again for his 2nd ball. Full ball. Just driven to mid-off and no run.
Yeah, they've reset the field rather quickly. I think there's a position here where we've moved out of the power play, attacking bowling from Anson at one end. I think the tactic here will be to try and restrict the runs at this end.
Containment there.
Containment at this end, and try and see if they can push through to 10 overs and keep a wrap on the runs.
It's been quite a big switch, isn't it, in pace and in tactic and in actual field setting here. He comes in again, full ball, and we just nudged it into leg side, so there's an easy single there. But at this stage, with 4 down for 43, they're quite happy to 1s. Just give 1s.
I think you're in the middle section of the game now, aren't we? Where
yeah, just got to make sure that they don't relax too much. I mean, I would probably have deep wicket moved into the 30-yard circle, because you've still got the scoreboard pressure here. They've got new batsmen are in. It's put them under a bit of pressure.
I think Stafford's definitely got to keep the scoreboard running here.
So just short of a length, well taken by the keeper, and again that's probably a little bit of movement there, nibbling outside off stump with the slope. So keeper stood up, like there you go, see that, just with the slope.
Moved away a little bit.
Yeah.
Just beaten with a bit of away movement there.
So all he's got to do is hit the right areas, just slightly short of a full length, and that brings your keeper into play. And if he can successfully do that, the scoreboard will be maintained. And again, a big heave. It's a big edge. It's gone down to deep 3rd, just 1 bounce. So it'll just be the 1.
I think that's Richards out there, boundary patrolling.
Yeah.
Again, bowling spell.
Not really getting hold of it again. I think he was trying to launch that more over cover, and it's gone down to 3rd man. He's got an awfully long run. In again. Just driven through cover. Didn't fully get hold of it, so they'll come back for the 2nd. A bit of a misfield there. head on hands moment. Throws it back in. Fielding's not been fully there, really, has it? Despite the score at the moment, 4 down.
Beds have done a lot of good things very well. Dropped 2 catches, untidy with the throw in, and a well on top here.
Yeah. Probably score the fielding of 6 at the moment, wouldn't you? And the seam bowling of about an 8. Bit of a change here now. Looks like we're going to go to spin, Stu.
Change of bowling from the Dibley end. Archie Houghton.
So change of bowling from the Dibley end. It's Archie Houghton. Left arm spin. That's just played through the covers, out to low in the outfield. It fumbles again, and they just pick up 1 run.
The bowler's now dropped it, and it's you'd be going crazy now, wouldn't you, as a fielding coach?
It just looks a tiny bit untidy, doesn't it?
Maybe it's nerves.
Probably not going to change the game. You watch her take a blinding catch now. So same again. Kind of a bit of a replay. Houghton.
Looks like he's got a sort of Chinaman action, doesn't it, the spinner?
He's just getting his line there. It's just a little bit wide.
Sort of back of the hand,
Dave
isn't it?
Atkinson a bit of room, and he pumped it out into the deep for 1. So to Walker, that's on the back foot, and just punched to extra cover, no run. So Houghton in again. Again onto the back foot. He's gone back and cut that. Walker's cut that into behind point. Good fielding from low, picks it up into the keeper, and they restrict him to 1.
That is the 50 up for Staffordshire.
So the Staffordshire 50 comes up in the 8th over. Houghton in again. Onto the back foot, or he's hit that in the air. 3rd man's in the ring. 1 bounce, didn't quite carry.
So it does look like he's bowling at the back of his hand. It's therefore spinning into the batsman. Oh, big attempt there and a miss. He's done well to fairly control his length.
Big swing there, and Houghton's first over just goes for 3 runs. So 8 overs, 50 for 4. Currently having a bit of a coffee and a tea crisis. We can't work out which is which. I think it looks like 2 cups of toffee, to be honest. Being refreshed from the first session. So we've got Walker on strike here, with Phillips bowling from the Deer Park end with his bright blonde hair. Massive run up outside the 30-yard circle, and the keeper stood up.
Full ball. A little bit of a movement. It wasn't really a massive shout, but again, there's a little bit there.
I think it is nibbling around a bit out there. That looked kind of like another inside edge, or a wrap on the, or a wrap on the gloves. It was definitely a difficult ball to keep out.
So Phillips in again, full of ball, looking to smash it into the Deer Park. Didn't get anywhere near getting hold of it, and it just crashed into his pads. Now, I think he's got 1 intent here, Stuart.
I think there's a little bit of frustration at the moment out there, and Walker's trying to free his arms and clear the ropes to try and advance the run rate at the moment. Staffs just need to push it along. I'm not sure striking boundaries is probably the way to go.
Well, especially with deep long on and deep with wicket out. So here he comes again. Shorter ball, just looking to steer it, missed it, keeper's taken it. He hasn't really got hold of anything, really, and he's looking. I think he is getting frustrated. He's not really getting back to a lot.
It's dot ball pressure again, Steve. There's three runs in the last over. We're 3 dots on the trot now. It's now 5 dot balls on the trot.
Score 50 for 4, and we're in the 9th. So we'll have a change of commentary in a minute. We've got Luke with us again today, so we'll be rotating through the day. Phillips comes off his 30-yard run. Slower ball. It's just not back to him. He's got a hand to it. And they'll run through for a single. Ball currently being thrown to each end.
One to Walker, and they're through for quite comfortably in the end. But again, that frustration.
Good toss to win.
Looking at 9 runs here or 4 overs. 42 for 3 at the end of the 5th over.
Shorter ball. And again, not getting it.
I think early doors the bowlers struggled with the slope. I think now the batters are struggling
Yeah,
with the
just
slope.
going
a
to
bit
see
more.
that again, just to see what movement is there. I think it's bounce more than movement, wasn't he? He stepped away from it almost. Look, he's
made
gone
room
with his legs
He's made
down
room
the
for
leg
himself.
side,
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
definitely made room
bounced
for
a little bit more than he thought.
Yeah, this is definitely scoreboard pressure now. These dot balls are accumulating, and the batsmen are trying to advance the best they can.
He's just steered that one down to point. So just be the single. And that'll be the over.
That's me done for a few minutes. I'm going to
So
have
you,
a break and
you're
be
going to have a break.
replaced by Luke.
You go and get some movement on that broken leg of yours. And Luke will jump in a second. So 52 for 4 off 9. Fantastic start by Bedfordshire, I've got to say. And that's despite them dropping a few catches. So spinner back on again, on the back of his hand again. It's driven straight through, extra cover. So the man on the boundary is going to dive down, then just saves the boundary. And they're coming back for the 3rd. So good running there. And a good bit of fielding on the boundary. As the score moves on to 55 for 4. Morning, Luke. How are you?
Morning. Very well. Bedfordshire in the hot seat here, aren't they? It's fair to say. And arguably, they've dropped 2, and there was a half chance for a run out as well. So
I think there was a very relaxed opportunity for a run out. It's a short ball, and that's going to look to be carved out deep, and that's going to race away for 4 runs. I think that's just a bad ball, just a bit too short. Gave him the opportunity to create a bit of space and then just punch it off the back foot and chip it over the infield. Race away for 4.
what's been interesting in terms of you've had obviously loads of pace.
Another short ball, it's down the leg side. Probably going to get signalled wide, it has. Just trying to push that through a bit quicker. Easy single, maybe 2 now. He's done well to control his line length so far. Just that one ball just a bit shorter than should be from Archie Horton.
I'll come back to the point I was making in a minute because he's going through this over quick.
Yeah, he's not hanging around. Ball through there, down the leg side. He's got it past the infield. It's racing away. It's not going to make it to the boundary. It's well fielded. And that's leg byes. So just one ball left. Tosses that one up a bit. It's gone in the air. Probably between the 2 fielders. Yeah, it's just easy 2, you'd have thought. Big shouts from the bowler to get it back. So an easy 2 in the end to finish the over. And the scoreboard moves on to 65 for 4.
Yeah, I think if they'd given Jake Tarlin this at the toss, they'd have snapped your hands off, wouldn't he? Like I say, arguably they've dropped 2 as well. But they're making the most so far. The first finals day since 2015, and it's interesting that the pace of Jamal Richards, for example, it's just been easy for him to use the pace to ease it off the track, whereas Anson's not quite as quick, and he's just been putting it in the right spot. I mean, I wanted Dan Lincoln look like it maybe kept a bit low. You might have seen a replay.
Oh no, it was a big, massive inducker.
Was it just in?
Huge swing, yeah.
Same with Kettleborough, I think. That's going to be a couple. No, just the one. Yeah, same with Kettleborough. I mean, and then he was on a hat trick and he went sort of wide of off stump, really. So
But Anton bowled, so I mean, it's controlling the swing. It was a swing in the air that was going late. The quicker ball was swinging early, and then he got one ball to actually cut back off the pitch, and
Yeah,
that's almost your nightmare as a batsman, isn't it? It's what is it going to
it was a
physically
dream
do?
ticket though, to get Lincoln and Kettleborough, the two main
Oh,
men
massive.
in 2 balls.
Massive. So it's gone again. It's over the top this time. That's probably going to go for 4. 1 bounce 4. I'm surprised they haven't got 2 men straight on the fence now, because hasn't got enormous pace, and they're looking to make intent here. So I push them both back out, let them hit straight, because he's been bowling quite tidily.
Yeah, he got 3 for 19 in the semi-final. Well, or when the final, the Super 12s, when he beat Norfolk. So, got that bright blonde hair for the final.
Field's now gone back, so we've got long off and long on now on the fence and deep wicket. Phillips in again. Full ball, looking to smash it again. It's gone straight to long off. And it'll just be a single. And that's the importance of having that field set back now, because they really do need to put some runs on the board.
Yeah, I heard you just say 4K I mean, they've really dried up the runs, haven't they? Apart from that boundary in the last over, and they've kind of kept it really tight, really. If you can keep it down to 1 boundary and over, you're doing quite well. And obviously we're halfway through now. And there's another quick single. But yeah, I always say half. Basically add it onto what you've got to this score now. So you're looking at like maybe 150 currently, which Bedfordshire feel is chaseable. No ball, is it as well?
Looked like he's, free hit.
Yeah. Oh, front foot no ball. So yeah.
First one of the day. So
An extra 2 runs and a free hit.
a free hit. So let's see where they try and hit this out to. No regrets here. So you can only be run out.
What do you bowl as a free hit?
Yorker.
So, yeah, so you can't hit it all. Because a lot of the time they do tend to go full, and that's when it just gets the treatment, doesn't it?
You can't go short. It'd be too easy on the leg side. So it's got to be full. Just short of a length. It's gone in the air.
It'll be caught, probably.
Somebody's underneath it and brilliantly caught, but doesn't count for a wicket because it was a free hit. It was a superb catch, to be fair.
People thought it was out, I think, not realising. It was almost like baseball, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Safe pair of hands from Kashif Ali again there.
So 74 for 4 now. Been a bit of time since the last wicket. Full ball, just driven.
Yeah, I've been watching him fall at the queue for the coffee van. And got a good view of the, like I said, the Dan Lincoln one. I was behind it, and it kind of, I could see it like creased him up a little bit. That's why I wasn't sure had it swung in.
Oh, big swing, massive.
But it just goes back to my original point. T20, you get a lot of teams who like to put in paces, but Rich has been bowling quick, and they've just been able to. It's almost like easy for him to play, whereas Anson's not quite as quick, and he's really struggled.
Yeah, just pure movement of the ball. So Phillips again, short ball, just looking to steer it to gully, and just be the single. And that's the over.
Nine off that one. It's a bit of a recovery job here now for Staffordshire. They do bat a long way down, don't they, as well?
Well, they've got to get to 150 as an absolute minimum. They need 150. They probably need 170. But obviously only 9 overs to go, so they've got some work to do.
It looks a good choice to bowl first. I mean, James Kettleborough said he'd have done the same thing because with the rain we've had overnight, the bit of dew around, there's a bit of moisture in the pitch, and you've seen that early on how it's moved for them. So I'm interested to see how it'll go on throughout the day, really, especially if it stays sunny like
Yeah, I think it would. The early moisture first up, when I was out there first thing this morning, there was a good amount of moisture in the wicket.
Here's Kashif Ali then.
So Ali's to come on now for his first spell.
I'm right, I think this is his first appearance in the T20 for Bedfordshire. It's Worcestershire he's been released by to play in this one.
Yeah, you could see that from his fielding, his catching, that he's
And he's a Bedfordshire boy, educated in Dunstable.
Okay, that's good. Let's see what his off spin's like. It's a fair amount of grass on the wicket. Not loads, but enough. So it's a really nice strip. So I think there's a bit in it, bit of pace in it, bit of bounce in it. Definitely a good toss to win. Just short. It comes over wicket, and that's stumped. So well bowled by Ali.
He suckered him in there, didn't he?
He looked to smash that down the ground and didn't get anywhere near it, to be honest. And keeper took it really cleanly.
And another bit of wicket for Bedfordshire, because they were just starting to put a little partnership together, those two, weren't they? And got a wicket at a good time now, haven't they?
Yeah, no, that's good bowling from Ali, because he saw him coming down the track before he'd released the ball. Look, if you look there, just starting to see him coming down the wicket, and then he's fired it in shorter than normal, and he's not been quite there. So as a spinner, you got one or two choices, haven't you? You either take the pace off the ball completely and let them hit through it, or you fire it a bit shorter, and that's what he did that time, and it was easy take for the keeper.
That was a county experience coming in there, wasn't it? He's bowled a lot in T20 cricket and had a blast for Worcestershire, so he just...
Absolutely, yeah. You can see that.
You're coming down, all right.
As a spinner, you can see it. As soon as they move their feet, you can see it as you come into your action, and then you got options. The intent was quite clear there, very early from the batsman, that he was going to come down. You've got to get to the pitch of the ball if you do that, and he was nowhere near that because he went too early. That's
the biggest partnership. I don't know if we can see what that partnership was, but I think the opening partnership was 20 odd, wasn't it? 28. Yeah, I think it was 35. About so that's 35. That partnership. So a big wicket really, because they were just starting to get going, weren't they?
Yeah. And again, this is what I was saying earlier. Now they need to get a run target, and they lose another wicket. But they have to be attacking. They have to be proactive. Because they need to get the runs on the board, and this is the balance now, isn't it? Getting runs and trying not to get out.
Well, Liam Hurt's out there, and he'll be a key figure with the ball later on for Staffordshire. And yeah, you feel that if Bedfordshire can keep him down, well, as a maximum to 150, then they'll feel they might be able to chase it.
Yeah, nice flighted delivery there from Ali, and they just whip it into the mid-wicket area, just one. Yeah. Just changing his pace nicely there. Few quicker balls, nicely relaxed, flighted ball there.
They'll be looking for Hurt to use his experience here as well, won't they? Like Derbyshire and Lancashire, and just settle the situation, batting a bit higher than he normally does.
Definitely took the pace off the ball there. They may well even come back for two there. Yeah, the throws off target. Would have been tight, but I think they would have still made it anyway. But good over there from Ali. Bit of variation, good control, and a wicket.
I think Theodore Robinson's kept really well as well. There was a couple early on that went down leg side that
took one-handed.
Gave away one for a wide, but if he hadn't have got to it
could
had
have
gone for 4 wides. But yeah, he was in Superman mode for the couple of first overs, wasn't he?
So looking like a change of bowler again now. So Phil's still going to go back, I think.
Captain bringing himself on.
So another seamer on. Looking to start his run up from the 30-yard circle. Long on, long off back, deep wicket back, deep square.
No.
Just looking to work it into mid-wicket and didn't get anywhere near it really.
That was a bit of a desperate appeal there, wasn't it? Even we could see from side on here it was going down leg side.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting now to see how Staffordshire attack this now. They need to get another 70 odd at least from 8. A little bit more extra bounce there.
Well, attack's the right word you use there because they're going nowhere otherwise. If they just go for ones and twos.
They just won't get a score big enough to challenge. Because we said the pitch is drying out. You're going to get less in it potentially in the second innings.
They've got to take a
Potentially.
risk. They've just got to take a risk, even if you only get a quick 15, 20 each batsman. It's
Well, there's a big gap between cover that's on the boundary and deep mid off, and that's probably the place to chip it.
well, they're happy enough with the field. They're just happy to go, do you know what? Take a single. They want to, but it's good field placement because it's just like nudge it for a single. We're happy with that.
Got to look for the gaps. Got to look for the gaps. So, you know, if you're looking at gaps now, you've probably got a gap just in front or behind gully that could race down. You've got a gap over the infield that you could chip over extra cover that could race down the hill. Leg side boundary is pretty packed on the line, to be fair, and that's why they're just letting them have ones. So they've got to lose. You look to work the ball here. Get us down the leg side, could well be a wide.
Again, well taken.
Yeah, it's a good take from the keeper and another wide.
Scotland under-19 international Theo Robinson, and he's done a lot of diving around.
Yeah, no, he's done a good job so far.
Don't think he's conceded any byes. There's been the odd leg bye, but I think extras wise. Just looking at 6 wides, but again, none that have gone to the boundary.
Swing again. Just looking to get it. It looks almost like steered to gully, no run. Another good over this building.
But am I right in thinking all the wickets have come from the Dibley end as well?
They have indeed, yes. Yep.
Obviously, you've got the slope here a little bit, haven't you? The Lord-style slope.
So 2 balls left of Tarling's over. Just worked out to long on. That'd just be the single, I'd have thought. He's looking for 2, but he's not going to get that. So just the single. So the weather's still holding here. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's actually quite warm. Slightly humid.
Well, out in the middle, it's breezy. I went out before and I was a bit chilly. I'm not going to lie. But it was 9:30 in the morning, so...
Yeah. So again, last ball of the over. Again, just not bad, no run. Another good over. Just going for the 3 runs off that over. So 83 for 5 of 12.
Just say a quick hello to outgoing Cheshire chairman Jim Law, who's watching. And Jim's packing it in after 6 years at the helm at Cheshire.
That's good.
Spend more time with his family and doing what he wants to do. And he's a Southampton boy, so he's going to head down there quite a lot more as well. So yeah,
Doesn't support Southampton, does he?
he does.
Does he? Oh dear.
Here's Kashif Ali then.
Oh, that's a big of a sweep. Oh, he's gone for 6, I think. I think that's gone for 6.
Yeah.
It was a 50-50 whether that was actually going to be a chance, but yeah, I'm right again. Can't believe this.
It's one of those. It's like, did he take the risk to go for a spectacular catch, and it was just getting away from it? It's quite.
It's not easy down there because.
And it's breezy. I noticed the catch that he had here, where he had to try and get underneath it. It was swirling.
I think that was just a little bit too much of an effort to even get to a chance. He was probably 3-4 yards away from making it into a chance. So it was a good connection. There was a nice sweep shot. To be fair.
And that's the risk that I'm talking about that you need now.
He's looked to ramp it. He hasn't really got hold of it. It's just gone to short third man, so it'd just be the one that could have really gone anywhere. But the sweep shot was a cracking shot.
I always say this as a coach, it must tear your hair out doing that ramp, because like you say, it could have gone wrong there. It wasn't convincing, was it?
No, I've got a story on that in a minute. But
you've not played it, have you?
Just working off the legs again. It would just be the single, I think. Too risky to come back for 2. No, I was doing some coaching down at Southwarts for the age groups, and we were lucky enough to have Glenn Maxwell as our overseas player.
Oh wow!
In his early days, I've got to say, but Maxie came and helped me with the under-10s one night, and he was trying to teach them the ramp shot, and Ali's just coming into bowl, so round the wicket, he's just cut that through point, just another single, and I had to explain to Maxie that.
They're only 10 years old.
The under-10s are not really bowling at the pace that Maxie's used to play a ramp shot, which when they tried to execute it, were just ramping it straight to the wicketkeeper. So Ali coming in again. He's whipped it through wicket. Definite one. Again,
It's like
good
it
fielding,
slips.
good ground fielding there. A bit of a slip and just a one. So yeah, so I'm not really the one to sort of promote ramp shots in junior cricket unless we've got a bit of pace on the ball.
It's one of these though. You see, a player tries it a couple of times, gets a boundary, so they go for a third time and tend to get out. Don't they?
Yeah,
It's like
so
you gotta know when to play it.
yeah, and you got to have pace on the ball as well, so you can actually get some distance with it. It's nothing. Oh, he's gone through him there, but he's appealed as well, so he may well have hit pads. We'll have a look on the replay if we can.
Yeah, I mean it was a wicket keeper dropped it anyway, but I don't know if it was a chance caught behind or not. But
I think it was probably a caught shout for LBW, but we'll see. He's coming around the wicket, so he's obviously got different angles coming back. Ooh, tell you what, that's not a bad shout. Oh yes, that's a very good shout.
he was the only one. He was the only one interested as well.
Dear, oh
Wasn't he?
dear. Ooh. I think that might have hit. That'd have been an interesting one, wouldn't it? That was clipping. That looked like that was clipping off stump. So,
Jeff would have given that out, wouldn't you, Jeff?
oh, again, he's tried to carve that through with wicket. It's got a leading edge, and it's just gone in front of gully, and it'd just be the one.
Jeff Ellis, vice chairman in NCCA, walking past there, does a bit of umpiring, and
Yeah. So, I'm going to jump off and just get a bit of a break. I'll come back in the second innings. So I'm just going to pass over to Stuart.
we all just do a bit of hokey cokey. As he's continuing from the Deer Park end, the captain Jake Tarling, and another dot ball there. And the music stops so we can sit down. Beautiful day here at Wormsley Cricket Ground. Second game coming up for you later on. Devon against Berkshire. So join us all day for that here on finals day. You feel this is the one. We've got Joe Hawkins in, who's from Derbyshire, and him and Liam Hurt. You feel this is the last sort of real partnership, isn't it, for him to get up to a decent total?
Feels like they need to bat for a couple of overs here, accumulate some runs, and try and push on the last 3 or 4. I think any more loss of wickets could be a real knife in the side here.
Spoke to Jake Tarling at the toss, and they're coming here with no fear, Bedfordshire, and a lot of people are tipping Staffordshire, and it feels like the pressure is on them a little bit because everyone's talking about them, saying they're the best team. Bedfordshire just like, we're just going to enjoy the day, and they've gone out with that attitude, haven't they?
They saw a few of them in the hotel last night. They were fairly chirpy, fairly chippy, and happy to be involved. But they performed really well in this first 14 overs.
And like I
Again,
said,
really accurate bowling there. He's managed to get it away to the.
they're coming back
here
for
we go.
two.
Coming
It's
back
going to be
looks like a run out.
Yeah.
It
was
Hurt's
always
gone there.
He's a big,
comfortably out.
He's a big hulking fast bowler, Liam Hurt, and even with the dive there, he was in lead boots a little bit there going back, wasn't he?
It was a good piece of work from Archie Houghton there in the deep. He ran round to the left, picked up left-handed throw. Keeper's taken it probably a yard and a half out, I would suggest. He's hit it off the back foot. So he's watching the ball all the way. He's hit it off the back foot. He's run straight down the middle of the track, and he's well out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a risky second run. He's not the quickest Hurt, is he? And yeah, we were just saying they needed that wicket, and they're getting wickets at the right times, aren't they, as well?
It's wickets and stemming the runs. It's the pressure of the runs not coming is causing people to go for twos like that. So the new batsman is Sam Atkinson. Comes in at number 8 for Staffs.
Yeah, another one of the member of the Staffordshire team who were here in 2023. That was their maiden win, but this is the third finals day in 4 years.
So the skipper's still continuing his over here. Atkinson's shaping up to face his first ball. Field still remains spread. Deep backward square, deep cover point. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket.
Yeah, to have them 6 down for under 100, they'll be delighted with that. That's going to
he's
be the 100.
He's managed to nick that through second slip kind of area, and it's raced away for 4. So Atkinson immediately off the mark. Unfortunately, Tarlin's gone for a 4 off his last ball over there. That gets us up to 90. That's 100. Sorry, yeah,
that's
absolutely.
100 came up with that boundary. Yeah, there'll be a sigh of relief.
Bang on 100 off 15 overs there. So
150 is looking unlikely. They're going to have to go really big these last 5. They're going to have to score at nearly 10 and over.
yeah, and have we had any 10 run overs so far? Probably
think
one.
one,
Probably
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I think when I first came in, they'd had 10 in and over, then 9 in and over. Kashif, that was a good ball. It was a lot fuller, that one.
I think it was a bit of a quicker ball, aimed it at the toes, full delivery,
Quicker
and
and fuller.
just punches it out to deep mid wicket for 1. I think Staffs would be absolutely delighted with keeping the boundaries down to a bare minimum, and run a ball from here, even 6, 7, 8 and over, you're still keeping them under 150.
And I think if you Staffs it, I think even 130, they might go, do you know what, we can defend that. They need to. They can't afford to lose any more wickets quickly, because if they get rolled for under 130, it's advantage Bedfordshire massively.
100%. So Ali to Atkinson, speared in again. He's got in behind that and just kept it out. No run.
You can just see Kashif Salih's experience. As I say, Worcestershire playing in the blast. He's got this situation sorted with how he's bowling. He's mixing it up.
There again, almost a replay of a delivery. But you can see he's got a fairly gentle approach to the stumps. And actually, once he gets into his delivery stride, his arm comes through and he spears it in. That was a bit fuller. Might have been a full toss, and he's got away with that. He's just chipped it out to extra cover and taken it on the 1 bounce. But again,
the commentator cursed him there, didn't he?
He speared it in. It was just a bit too full. But he again, here we go. 4 dot balls. A bit more pressure. He's tucked him up again. He's bowling at a good pace here. He's giving him no opportunity to score runs, and he's tucked him up and only just managed to knock it straight back to the bowler for no run.
Just another single.
Played that off the front foot out to long off. Just picked up 1. But there you go, and over with.
Really good over from Ali. Just the 1 off it. At this stage, he's got like gold dust, isn't it, in T20?
16th over the innings and just 1 off. That's as big as a couple of wickets in over, I think. Certainly at this stage, keeping those runs to a minimum. We've not seen anybody chase it yet. Obviously, this is first innings of the first game, but it'll be interesting to see how it's approached by Beds in their response.
Yeah, because it's not like a group stage where the run rate's vital. It's just kind of getting over the line, isn't it? But sometimes you can get stuck in a rut if you try and think, I suppose. That's going to be maybe 1. They're going to look for 2. No, it's just going to be the 1 again. Good sharp fielding.
So Tarlin's back on, and Tarlin's tucked him up there. He's only been able to get it out to the edge of the square, and Houghton's come in and closed that second run off. So again, good sharp teamwork there.
I think if you're Bedfordshire with the power play, you've got to attack it, maybe get to about 50 for 1, something like that, and then just take it from there then.
It's a bit shorter off the back foot. He's punched that out to the outfield, coming back for 2. Yeah, fairly comfortably back for 2 there for
barring
Hawkins.
I know they dropped a couple of catches, but the ground fielding's been really good. It's just it could have been even better with the catches, really. But yeah, overall the field settings have been good. They've kind of just, there's not been many gaps for them, has there?
No, a couple of times they've moved deep third man in. So Tarling in. Hawkins
That's 6.
has hit it over long off. That's a great connection. It's going over by about 5 or 6 yards, and he's hit that for 6. So this over is going to be releasing that pressure a little bit. He's picked up a 1. He's picked up a 2 in the deep. Fuller ball in the slot. And he's freed his arms and cleared that through long on for 6. Nice little shot here for Hawkins, and he's up to 38. He appears to be the key man for the last few overs here. If he can hang around and push things on, you could be looking at back up towards your 150, 155.
Yeah, the Derbyshire off spinner.
Yeah, so Tarling back on, pulled his length back there, tighter line, couldn't get that away, and he's just pushed that to backward point, no run. So then, when do we bring Anson back? Is he going to come back for his last over in the final two? Or are you going to bring him back earlier and try and remove one of these two? So
I mean,
Tarlin to Hawkins. He's tucked off his hip. Out to the edge of the square. Hawkins
Yeah.
wants two. Atkinson not interested. Houghton's raced in off the boundary, and I think that's a very sensible decision not to go for two there.
absolutely. I mean, I was talking about Jamal Richards before. With that pace, it's easy to use that pace. I wouldn't bring him back now. I'd leave. You bring Anson on for one. Don't know how many's Ali got left.
I think Ali's got one left.
Yeah.
Tarlin's got one after this.
So I think you go Ali, Anson, Tarlin.
He's got that leg side line there. He's got it off his hip. It's gone out.
Two. It's got to be two. Yeah.
It's gone out past short fine leg, and then Atkinson gets back from two.
But you can see the uncertainty there. I mean, that was an easy two, but they were thinking, should we go for a second? And in the end, it was comfortable. But there was a bit of, oh, should we or shouldn't we? You know. And I think that's the pressure that Bedfordshire have built.
It was one of those where the fielder was running alongside it for a little bit and didn't really want to get down and stop it. And I think that made their mind up. They were going to come back for a second. So there's your answer about your bowling change, Luke. Ali's continuing with his. He put a very tight over in the last. That only went for one. Went for two. Sorry.
Might as well.
I think it's the right move. I think if you're on top, don't change things just yet, and maybe the last two bring back Anson and maybe Richards.
Did he target Ali now though? Did he try to go after him? Oh!
So he's off the back foot. Hawkins has punched that out to extra cover. And he got round nicely, and I think he should have probably caught that. He got good hands on it. Should have taken it. That's three catches they've taken. Are they going to rue those chances? Down the wicket. Atkinson out to long on. Richards down. Fields it back in.
And it goes back to my point before about the ground fielding is really good. But
I think
the catching's been the downfall.
I think that's the skipper that's dropped that as well, isn't it? That's Tarlin's put that down.
Yeah, just inside the circle.
So on the back foot, Hawkins punches out to long off, just picks up one.
It was a strange one. He kind of came across to it and then he took a dive, and the dive almost made him drop it.
It almost felt like he jumped up and then was trying to catch the ball around his shins. It felt like just run around and pick it up, and it was he made a bit of a mess of it. So he's gone onto the back foot and squirmed that out to Houghton at short third man, and they come through for one. Atkinson's he's moving the scoreboard on. He's hitting the balls in funny areas and finding some gaps and picking up singles and giving Hawkins some strike here.
So he's getting funky.
Hawkins back on strike, 41. He's got under that.
Richards coming
Richards
round.
under it. And that's out.
Taken one.
That's the end of Hawkins. Ali's picked up a wicket, caught by Richards in the deep at long on. Is that the wicket to keep the run scoring down for the last? Is that the wicket to keep the run scoring down for the last couple of overs? Is that the difference between 150 and 130 or 135?
Yeah, that was a vital wicket. But I mean, if Staffordshire do get over the line, then this 41 from Hawkins is the key, really.
New batsman for Staffordshire, Sam Keeling Wright.
So the new batsman, Sam Keeling Wright. As Joe Hawkins walks off, he's done really well there to pick up 41. He's batted really nicely, hit some good boundaries, scampered between the stumps, and he's given his team a chance here.
Yeah,
he's actually put a couple of partnerships together, and he's given the boys a real chance here. A couple of boundaries in the last few overs, and I think you probably now look at 135, 140. Unless these bowlers can free their arms and score more quickly, it's going to be a challenging defence for Staffs.
yeah. Staffordshire are going to have to bowl really well, aren't they? They're going to have to do similar to what Bedfordshire have done and take 3 or 4 in the power play.
So this is
Ali's
last ball.
Oh,
unbelievable.
wow.
Keeling Wright has punched a straight drive straight back at the bowler. Ali's bent down, got a little finger on it, and he's run out Atkinson. You're going to see that again, but I think it was the lightest little finger on that, and he's run his colleague out.
It hit the stumps and he appealed, and umpire's finger was straight up.
I think he was probably getting out of his crease to make a run, and it looked like a pretty obvious decision. But Atkinson's gone there, unfortunately. There he is. He's out of his crease. Little touch on it.
Ooh, must have been
Yeah,
a
he's a good yard out, and his bat's in the air. That's a fairly easy decision
Must have been
to make there.
a slight finger though. It didn't look a big deviation, did it? But enough, and the umpire spotted it.
But Ali's finished his.
Nathan Hewitt at that end
So
was
Ali
on pretty quick.
Ali's finished his spell there. 4 overs, no maidens, 2 for 21.
Wow.
And actually the credit for the last wicket as well. So he's picked up 2 wickets and a run out. And he's really put the Staffordshire boys back under pressure with those 2 wickets in that over. 2 wickets in 2 balls. And they're really back under the pump again here.
Yeah, out comes Tom Brett, and his club is brilliantly named Findon Dolben, which sounds like he should be playing rather than a club, but that's where he plays his
Someone's
cricket. He's another former Bedfordshire player as well.
So change of bowling.
Oscar Phillips, okay.
Skipper's taken himself off, and Oscar Phillips has come back to bowl the 19th over from the Deer Park end.
He wasn't in our equation at all.
No, didn't have that one down. Missed that one. Well, that's down the leg side.
Wide.
They've scampered through. It's come off the keeper's glove and a bit of pad, and the umpire's given a wide. So that's 2 wides through to short fine leg. They're all vital at this stage. Any runs, any extras they can pick up is key to this total when they move on to. Oh, scoreboard's having a funny 5 minutes. 120. So 120 for 8 with 12 balls remaining.
The beautiful scoreboard opposite us with that thatched roof. It's like got a little hat on it, hasn't it?
Beautiful.
Going for the big heave-ho there, wasn't he? Into the day, towards the days.
Keeling Wright has had a look at one, and now he's freed his arms and wanted to smash that back over the entrance to the cricket ground. I think he was heading for the Partridges, not the Deer Park.
Yeah, he's swinging.
I think he got nowhere near it, to be fair. So Phillips in from the Deer Park end. Again down the leg side. Keeper, to be fair, has got a good glove on that and pushed it out to short fine leg. Was that a leg by? I think that might be a leg by, wouldn't it?
No, he's flicked it, I think.
Must have got something on it.
Didn't see anything
Must have got, I think it was a little something on it, and then it was pushed out to short fine leg, and they came through for 1.
But there was no sort of oohs and ahs as though he dropped it. Like I said, the keeper he did well to sort of take the sting out of it, really.
We've got Tom Brett on strike, new batsman.
Oh, good full delivery, that one.
Just squirm that out behind square and scamper through for a single. I think Beds need a fielding coach. If I was the keeper, I'd be going nuts. Some of these throws have been dreadful.
If you're the Staffordshire coach and putting you in his shoes and you get to 130, would you say, do you know what, after the start we take that, or do you go, do you know what, we're too short here?
After the start of getting to 40 for 1 or 35 for 1, I wouldn't take it. Okay, just while I judge that, he's got right under that, and that's 6.
Oh, well taken by Dan Lincoln. He's got his
Lincoln's
wicket gloves on.
He's got his keeping gloves on, taking it one-handed with a left hand, about 5 yards over the boundary, and he's freed his arms there.
That was so nonchalant as well, the way he did it.
It was a fairly nonchalant shot, and it was a fairly nonchalant catch.
Here we go. You can see it now. There we go.
There we go. On the replay, here's Lincoln.
There we go. I'm just catching the apple from the tree. There we go.
Absolutely. Looked like somebody just thrown him a bag of sweets. So Phillips is in. Oh, he's somehow tried to hit that over the onside and squirmed it over the keeper, top edged it. Richards has run round, picked up, and they've scampered back for 2.
Well, we talked about Keeling Wright. He was looking to hit it. He did actually middle that one, didn't he?
He middled the one that went for 6. I don't think he middled the last one.
No, not that last one. No,
it was a squirmy, thick outside edge over the keeper.
Sorry, I meant the last one. Yeah.
The 6, he freed his arms.
We didn't give this shot enough credit, did we? Because we're still admiring the catch.
It was the outfield catch, the over the boundary catch that was taking our eye. So Phillips in. Keeling right. He's freed his arms again. He's got under it.
It's going to be out.
It's gone up in the air to long on. Oh,
I'll take it.
Thought he'd misjudged that. He came in and he's taken that up over the back of his head. That's a tidy catch. Keeling right goes for a sprightly little innings. Let's look at that catch again. Phillips in. Yeah, Keeling Wright's opened himself up freed his arms, and he's taken that catch at long on. They're 9 down, 130 for 9.
Archie Houghton with the catch. New batsman, Jacob Garlick.
Can Jake Garlick add some spice to the end of this innings?
How long have you been working on that one, Luke? Have you got kids? I can do dad jokes.
I haven't. That's why I store them all up for days like today.
Right, so we've got Brett and Garlick at the wicket.
Johnson returning from the Dibley pen.
And as predicted for the final over, Jake Anson from the Dibley end. Will he pick up another wicket to round his morning off? That was Phillips, 4 overs, no maidens, 1 for 28 in his spell. Oh, Anson back on. Oh, he's bang on line.
Nice forward defensive shot.
Brett's in
for a single.
Brett's in behind it and just punches it out for a single. So Anson, 3 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 12. Can he pick up one for his 5th wicket?
He's bowled so well, hasn't he? To go, like I say, to go bang bang and get Lincoln and Kettleborough 2 in 2. The start of has really set this up, hasn't it?
That over completely changed the face of the game for me. On the middle period, we're up near 131, 5 balls to go, 4 balls to go. Yeah.
No.
So I think Garlick's given himself some room there to try and hit it through the offside, and Anson's seen him and kept it outside off stump. Probably looked like a wide from where we were, but it's probably in the right slot, and probably moved away to make room for himself. And yeah, it was actually good. It was actually a really good delivery. So 4 balls to go, 131 for 9.
Oh,
he's bowled him.
That's it.
I think
He's got his 5 foot.
absolutely deserves that.
Oh yeah.
I think Garlick's done the same again there. He's moved away to open himself up, free his arms to hit it through the offside. Anson's adjusted his line from the last ball, and he's clean bowled him. And I think he's absolutely deserved that.
Absolutely.
5 wickets. He's 3.3 overs, 1 maiden. Sorry, 3.4 overs, 1 maiden, 5 for 13.
He's been on the money, hasn't he?
That's absolutely deserved that completely.
He's got his Michelle, hasn't he? So
He
that's
has.
all good. But yeah, he's basically given. I think if he'd have offered Jake Tarlin this at the start, 131 all out, he'd have said thank you very much. And
I think Beds would be over the moon with this.
yeah, and like I say, it's how they approach now. Did he go hard in a power play, try and get maybe 50, 60 without as an absolute maximum losing 2 wickets, and then just nudge it around, or do you just kind of?
Or would you just bat at 7 and over and win with an over to spare?
But equally, does that where the pressure builds and you get stuck in a rut a little bit?
I think to be fair, you just have to play the conditions. You've seen that early on, the power play, you have to capitalise. If you can get yourself to 30 or 40 off the power play, and the key here is wickets in hand off the power play. If they lose 3 or 4 wickets in the power play, like Staffs did, they'll be back under the pump and it'll be a very nervous game. If they're 30, 35, 40 off the power play for no wicket, that's a different scenario. And then when the field gets moved out, you can nudge the gaps. There's more runs available. There's 2s become more freely, and the game changes. But for me, it's wickets in hand in that power play, not losing too many wickets. But on the flip side, Staffs are going to want to attack. Will we see a slip? Will we see some proper attacking to try and pick up some wickets in the power play and try and get themselves ahead of the game?
We've got. I mean, they've got a very strong bowling lineup, haven't they, Staffordshire? So they can easily go bang bang as well. So, I mean, it'd be interesting if Bedfordshire do get through this and we've got the second game. We might try and get James Anson on at some point to talk about the pitch and the conditions out there.
James Anson or James Anderson?
And Anson, yeah. I said Anson. I know it sounded like Anderson.
If James Anderson's here, I want to see him.
He's at Worcestershire at the minute.
So the ground staff are out there doing their thing.
You can see
So
that.
they're repairing the ends and remarking the lines, and the light roller. It looks quite heavy from where I'm standing, but the light roller's on it. The boys are warming up, and it'll be a fairly quick turnaround before we end up in the second innings.
We're going to come back for the return of the Staffordshire or the Bedfordshire innings very, very shortly. So you lost the toss. If you'd have won it, what would you have done?
I think we'd have looked to have a bowl as well.
Yeah.
I think just with the early start, a bit of moisture around over this week, we would have probably looked to bowl, but we always talk about whatever we do first, we want to do really well. So, we'll give it a good go with the bat.
And first up against your old county as well.
Yeah, it's always it's nice to see some familiar faces, and they're obviously a very changed side since I played, but obviously I know a lot of the lads still, and they've done really well to get here, and given the fact I think they're the only team not to have hosted Super 12, so they're a strong side, and looking forward to it.
A lot of people are billing you as the favourites for today. So you lost the toss. If you'd have won it, what would you have done?
I think we'd have looked to have a bowl as well.
Yeah.
I think just with the early start, a bit of moisture around over this week, we would have probably looked to bowl, but we always talk about whatever we do first, we want to do really well. So, we'll give it a good go with the bat.
And first up against your old county as well.
Yeah, it's always it's nice to see some familiar faces, and they're obviously a very changed side since I played, but obviously I know a lot of the lads still, and they've done really well to get here, and given the fact I think they're the only team not to have hosted Super 12, so they're a strong side, and looking forward to it.
A lot of people are billing you as the favourites for today. I mean, anything can happen in these finals, can't they?
Yeah, exactly. It's very kind of if people do think that, but T20 cricket, anything can happen. All four teams are here for a reason because they're very good sides, and it'll be a real challenge here today, but one we're really looking forward to.
And what a place to play cricket.
Yeah, lovely. I love coming here. T20 finals day is always a special day, and when it's at a ground like this, it's the sort of days you want to be a part of.
Brill. Cheers, go well.
Mate. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So Jake, you've won the toss, selected to bowl. Just tell us you're thinking about that.
Well, I mean, obviously, normally a pretty good deck here, and with the weather we've had throughout the week, it'd be interesting to see just how it plays. So having a bowl, get to see what the pitch does, and back ourselves to chase anything on what is normally a pretty fast-scoring ground and a pretty good wicket here.
And it's one of those days where anything could happen, couldn't it? I mean, there's 4 teams left.
Yeah.
You're hoping to be on the right side of it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, T20 cricket, I think the beauty of that is, anybody can be anybody on their day, anything can happen. I think coming into this, we're probably seen as pretty big underdogs, which is always, in many ways, a good thing. So I think, especially with T20 cricket, I mean, anything can happen. So, but we've got a great group of lads, and we've played very well, beat some very good sides. So hopefully we can come out on the right side of things today.
Is that the way you're approaching it, just to come in relaxed, really, and enjoy it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I heard someone say it's our first sort of finals day in 20 odd years. So these things don't come around very often. So I think just enjoy the day and see what we can do. I mean, like I said, we've beaten some great teams already in this comp, and Staffs are definitely a good side. So give it our best shot and hopefully enjoy the day.
Brill. Cheers. Go well.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
So welcome back to Wormsley. We've got Staffordshire in the huddle. Bedfordshire walking out to bat.
Opening the batting for Bedfordshire, Jake Tarling and Theodore Robinson.
So opening the batting for Bedfordshire are Jake Tarling and Theodore Robinson. So we've got captain and keeper. What better start could they possibly have?
Well, it's not a massive score, is it, they're chasing? Just to be honest, 131 is nowhere near what should be set, really. It'll probably massively backfire on me now when they bowl them out for 90 or something, but really they should have been looking for 150 plus. And obviously a great spell of bowling from Anson, with taking 5 wickets, 4 of which was in his first spell. Really blew the middle order away.
So it looks like they're starting from the Deer Park end. I think that's Jacob Garlick bowling the first over.
Opening the bowling for Staffordshire, Jacob Garlick.
The keeper's confused me as he was stood by the stumps, but he's now gone back to the edge of the 30-yard circle. So
And that's Dan Lincoln behind the stumps.
So we've got the captain on strike, Jake Tarling. We've got Garlick into bowl from the Deer Park end. The field set, 2 out in the power play, deep third man, deep backward square. And we're all set to see how Beds are going to approach this 131 target.
Clouds coming in a bit now as well, a bit of overcast conditions.
So starts with a short ball and he guides it down to deep third man for a single to get off the mark to bring Robinson on strike.
Not bad pace, first ball.
I think I just wonder where their Anson type bowler is that's gonna provide that swing early doors and see if they can get their lines accurate and build that pressure and try and take some wickets in the power play. As I said to Luke earlier, the key to this is wickets in the power play. Garlick into Robinson on the back foot, guides it down to third man and just comes through for a single.
Yeah, Anson's spell in the first innings was just awesome. He got the ball really to talk, didn't he? His big in-swinger to Dan Lincoln and then a late in-swing to take his second wicket, and a bit of movement off the pitch as well to cut one back and take a third. So really does need something like that from Staffordshire now.
Interesting, both teams have gone left-hand, right-hand opening partnership, so that makes it more difficult for the bowlers to get their lines right. Garlick's gone round the wicket to the left-handed Tarling. He's certainly thrown his arms at that, thrown his hands at that, and the ball outside off stump, thrown his hands at it, missed it comfortably. It's gone through to Lincoln for no run. Staff's quite noisy in the field there, trying to chirp it up, and they desperately need early wickets.
Yeah, they need to bounce back, don't they, from the batting display.
Oh, Garlick in the slot. Tarling left-handed just gets a thick outside edge and it squirms its way down to deep third man and it lands 4 or 5 yards short of the field and they just come through for a single. There was a bit of a heart and mouth moment there where I think Tarling was worried it was going to carry, but it didn't. So panic over.
Sort of 50-50 out there, wasn't it? It was a massish outside edge, and it was also, if you don't go for the catch and it bounces, then are you going to get a massive amount of spin, which is then going to sucker you and then run away for 4? But he dealt with it well out there. Ooh, big player miss again. And obviously that's probably natural movement off of the pitch. As we spoke earlier, the slope here, very akin to Lord's.
Yeah, so the right-arm bowler from the Deer Park end is using that natural slope away from the right-handed batsman. It was good pace and it came through to Lincoln at take it a comfortable height around the midriff. So generating some good pace here in the first over. So all the runs coming through third man area in the first over. On the back foot, guides its third man, comes through for a single, and that's the end of the first over. Garlick finishes that over and the score's on 4.
From the Dibley end, Liam Hart.
So Hurt to come on from the Dibley end. Dibley end because the Vicar of Dibley was filmed in the valley to the right hand side of the ground. Obviously we were on the Getty estate here in their grounds. Obviously Opera House just slightly behind the pavilion, and obviously their main house, and then the cricket ground. So fantastic facilities here at Wormsley, probably the best ground outside of first class counties. So Hurt off his long run, pushes that one through. Good pace there, just looking to work him to the leg side, and didn't really get anywhere near
Looked like he surprised
that
Robinson
at all.
a bit,
Yeah, there's
didn't
a
it?
bit of extra pace, I think. He was outdone by. So good first ball to start.
Yeah, Liam Hurt in this competition is 14 wickets, best of 4 for 29. Bowled 24 overs, so he's going to be a key asset here if he trying to take those wickets from the Dibley end.
Yeah, he needs to make some strike throughs here as he comes through. Shorter ball, edge, it's gone up. Oh, it has been caught, but I was in doubt there of whether they just actually left it to each other and it was just going to jump onto the ground. But the bowler ran through to take the catch, so the first breakthrough at 4 for 1.
So again, a little bit surprised, a little bit of bounce, a little bit of lift.
So we just see that on
He's tucked him
replay.
up, He's tried to free his arms and play it.
So here we go. Shorter
he's
ball,
tried
got
to
the
pull it.
bounce. It's the extra bit of bounce that's done him.
Yeah, he's tried to pull it. Lincoln was making his way in. 2 of the other fielders were making their way in. They're all kind of stood there watching each other, and Hurt said, "That's mine," and took it. Probably in the batting crease in the end, so it was a high caught and bowled.
So the new batsman is Dunk. So good early strike there from Staffordshire to get back into the game, and they're going to need to carry that on and get through the top order to put a bit of pressure on.
I think it's the surprise of Hurt. He kind of almost collapses a little bit in his delivery, and it comes through with some fairly strong shoulders, and the pace coming through has surprised Robinson with the first couple of balls. Let's see how
Yeah, he didn't.
Dunk deals with that. He's a
didn't-
little bit of a shorter man as well, so he might tuck him up even more.
Yeah. Fair to say that last one was not a good shot.
I think it was just on him too quick. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not saying it was too
just
quick
done
for him.
by
He
the
just-
pace,
He
yeah.
just got done by the pace. Didn't really move his feet and get in any kind of position, and just squirm straight up in the air.
So Hurt in again off his 30-yard run. Really bending his back. He's got a big snap in his action, hasn't he, with the wrist. So that gets coached into a lot of fast bowlers.
He's a big, strong lad, and I think those shoulders, he generates some pace in his action. Like you say, he's got a huge run up. Starts outside the 30-yard circle and generates that pace coming through. He is a yard or 2 or 5 quicker than Garlick, and that's surprising the batsman at the Deer Park end.
So again, it's just trying to get that ball just short of a length, just get that extra bit of bounce as he comes in again. He has found it, just been drilled to gully. Who's fielded it? But it'll just be the quick single.
So Joe Hawkins has gone round and picked that up. I don't know what he's done. He's fielded it. He's now
He'll be fine.
He's limping like he's just run the marathon. But he looks like he's okay.
He did get 40.
Quickly. He's all right.
He's fine. So again, the field out here, you've got left-hander on strike here. So you've just got backward square on the fence, and you've got third man on the fence. There's the 2 players out in the power play. Score 5 for 1. Hurt in again, short ball down the leg side. Oh, I think that's out. That is
A
out.
wonderful catch.
He's down the leg side. He's tried to pull it. It looks like it came off full face, and the keeper, Dan Lincoln, has taken that one-handed to his right-hand side. Superb take.
Is a wonderful catch down the leg side. We saw Robinson flying around in the first innings, and that's a wonderful low down to his right catch, probably inches from the ground.
So we'll see the replay here. So Hurt coming in, shorter ball. For the first short ball he's done, there you go. You can see it fully there for yourselves.
Bit of the glove.
That is you can tell why he's a goalkeeper.
Maybe a bit of glove from the batsman, but that's
Wow,
come
what a
down the leg
catch.
side, low down to his right. That's a wonderful catch. Is that both openers gone now? Is that game changing? Another game changing
not quite
over.
yet. Obviously Ali's coming in now. Obviously a pro. So we'll see what he can do now. But that was some take. That really was first class. So 5 for 2. That was me saying 130 is not going to be enough, and may well be. That was the first short ball he's really bowled there, and the batsman did get a fair amount on that, but the take was sensational. Down the leg side, one-handed. So Hurt now 2 for 1. Ali on strike, facing his first ball. Hurt comes in, just punches it, no run.
Yeah, correction with the incoming batsman was Jamal Richards. They've moved the order around. Maybe those early wickets. I don't know if that's a tactic or whether that was always the plan. But Hurt finishes it over there, and he's picked up 2 wickets in 1 over there. Is that extra generation of pace has surprised the batsman, and yeah, 5 for 2.
Maybe Richards has come in to do a bit of pinch hitting. We'll wait and see.
About to find out, Steve.
Okay, so pressure on, 5 for 2. And Garlick to bowl his second over.
Oh, Dunk's on the back foot, and he's absolutely punched that through backward point. That's races away for 4. First boundary of the innings.
Just shows you the pace of the outfield there, doesn't it? Just beat the infield with a nice little cut shot. Just race down the hill for 4. That moves the score on to 9 for 2. So Dunk just working that off his legs. To backward squares on the fence, and that'll just be the single. Well taken by Lincoln.
Priestley picks that up and fires that in, keeps it down to 1. Dunk's coming down to talk to Richards. I'm not sure what this is about. Bit early to be chatting about what they're having for dinner, but yeah, they're definitely talking about the tactic about how they're going to play this and the way the ball's coming through, I think.
So Richard's just getting ready for his first ball. It's going to be interesting to see what tactic he applies here. Edge, gone. Well, there you go. So they brought him in for a specific reason. He's got fired first ball. We can hear the nick from here, so there was no doubt in that, and it's been well taken by Dan Lincoln behind the stumps, and 10 for 3.
Just following up on that replay. Little bit wider. He's not really got himself in a great position there, and he's thrown his hands at it. He's even shown himself with a replay of the shot himself. He's thrown his hands at it and he's nicked it. Gone through comfortably to Lincoln.
It's that natural slope again, isn't it? It's just getting a slight movement away from him, but the bounce is probably the key thing.
There's lots of wickets in the power play today.
Well, the pressure has really ramped up very, very quickly. Bedfordshire, after setting, or keeping keeping Staffordshire to a fairly relatively modest total, have now really sprung into action in this power play. Bedfordshire 10 for 3. Just worked it off his legs, and now they'll race away for 4. There's nobody down there because Fine Leg was in the ring. So that's 4 more. Fairly easy shot. Just worked it off his legs. Importance of getting the right lines, isn't it? Just hitting that off stump line and just getting a little bit of movement away is really where the consistency needs to be to maintain the pressure, but still a decent response here. I'll just work that down for 1. He always coming back for the second. There's a bit of misfield there.
Bit of a fumble, and they've scampered back for 2 there. All these runs are highly sought after in a low-scoring affair. So Garlick with 1 ball left in this over. Score 16 for 3. 3 overs, completion of 3 overs. Interestingly set. Yeah, he's right in behind that. Solid defence. And pumps that to mid-on and no run. So you see the Staffs boys sprinting round. They're certainly keen and enthusiastic now with 3 wickets down. And Liam Hurt returns from the Dibley end.
So this will be an interesting battle.
So we've got Hurt to Dunk, both players with excellent records in the competition this year.
So we'll just bit of football there.
World Cup's over. Premiership.
Okay, so
It's a long way down. He's a big lad. It's a long way down to collect the ball down there.
yeah,
He's
so obviously
decided
Jamie
to kick
Dunk
it.
here, obviously 10 games in the competition so far. 373 runs so far in the competition, a high score of 82, averaging nearly 47, so 450s. So obviously a key player for Bedfordshire. Hopefully I haven't put the commentator's curse on him now, but key name. So he needs to dig in and get some runs here today.
That is significantly quicker. He's bent his back there, and that's come through at a rate of knots. I've seen the England have been bowled out for 208, Steve. So Pakistan just need 389 to win in the 4th innings at Lords.
That will never happen.
Oh, you've gone early with that.
That's not going to happen.
I think I probably agree, but you've gone very early with that.
Not going to happen. Pakistan batting's been pretty dreadful, and the England attack has been absolutely first class.
Lord Slope with England. We've got Staffs versus Bedfordshire. Lord Slope at Wormsley. So he's bowled it short of a length. Dunk's managed to get in behind it, and it's raced off to backward square, and that's
Gone for 4.
misfielded and gone for 4. Critical boundaries in this power play. Yeah, so Hurt's bowled that slightly wider of the crease, and it's heading towards the leg side, and Dunk's got inside it and guided it for 4. So crucial runs, and they're on to 20 for 3.
Good shot from Dunk though. I'm got to say that was a second short ball he's bowled, and he's put that away really nicely.
Small guys cut and pull.
Yep. So Hurt again. Let's see what his reply is. Just works it to Gully. Instant singles. Going to be a chance. Oh, and that's a big call.
We are absolutely dead
out.
square, Steve, here, and I think that is home.
Yeah, I think that was just in.
Great little bit of fielding there from
Good bit of umpiring,
just
I think.
behind square, umpire.
We'll see this on the replay. Oh, well, hold on. Let's see that again, actually, because there was a bat in the air there. Watch this again. We've got time to see this through. Knocks it for 1. Look at his bat in the air. Oh, that's out. That's out. That I tell you what,
Bat is in the air, isn't it?
one of the things you teach kids is to run bats in, and he didn't run his bat in
I
at all
think
there.
he's
That
quite
his bat was in
fortunate
the
there.
air, and if we'd had replays, that was.
So
I
he's
think that was gone.
Hurt's back online there and back in defending and no run.
I think that was that. Wow.
Just shows the naked eye and the actual clips in the video. It's difficult to pick up, isn't it?
It's the bat in the air bit that is the bit. So physically, he's probably in the right place, but actually, by not running the bat in and having that high, I think that's really, really close. But well, I think it's out. But anyway, he's not. So we carry on. Hurt back in again. Oh, that's done a little bit. I tell you, batsman's not really even played a shot there, and that's
He's
probably
tried to-
cut back in.
He tried to play a little guide down to third man there, and it's a huge risk he's going to nick that. And I think it's guided back. It's come back in at him, and he's
Yeah, I might want to see that one again.
lucky not to get a nick on that through to Lincoln.
Last ball of the over that was, so we'll have a quick look. So,
Oh,
yeah, again, it's that slope, isn't it?
Hurt in his delivery. His delivery's bowling very wide of the crease and angling it into him.
Just short of a length ball, coming back down the slope and dangerous. So a change of bowling. Healing right, I believe.
Sam Keeling right
Keeling
from the
right.
Deer Park end.
So let's see what he's got in his armoury. Short ball, guided through third man. Deep third man's on the fence, it'll only be the one.
So clearly the tactic here is Staffs are going to shift the bowlers around, give the batsman no chance to get comfortable.
It's not a bad idea, is it? Just keep everybody on their toes. 22 for 3. But just the 4 overs. Oh, he's looked to guide that down as again. The bounce has probably just done him a little bit there. Not a bad start. So have England taken a wicket yet?
I'm not sure they're out there yet. 0 for 0.
So Keeling right in again. And another dot ball. So the clouds are closed in a little bit, but still pretty good conditions for cricket.
I'm going to make the same comment I did in the car on the way here. The clouds are quite high. Don't look like they're threatening rain to me.
Yeah.
My
That was your-
meteorological background.
Yeah. So bring on rain now, isn't it? You just teed that right up. Short ball. That's worked quite nicely. Just in front of gully, and it's going to be
Gone for 4.
racing for 4 towards the tractors.
I think Mr. Hawkins might feel a bit unlucky he didn't get some of that and try and stop that, but that's raced down the hill to the far end.
It's a good shot, well played,
Picked
well
up 4.
controlled.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of shorter batsmen. Cuts and pulls we're seeing here.
Might have jumped or been on his toes for the shot to keep the ball down, but it was really nicely played. Beat the fielder at Wormsley going down the hill. You've got very little chance of chasing it down. It races away. Oh, he squared him up there. That was a good ball. Bit of extra pace and
It's
bounce.
a little bit shorter and it's
Yeah.
just lifted and he's just got back in and defended it. It's I think that's the trick here where we need to just keep the just keeping the difficult balls out. So Keeling right into bowl from the Deer Park end. Yeah, nice lines, back in behind it. That's the end of the over. 26 for 3 off 5.
5 now, yeah. So the runs aren't too bad. The wickets obviously caused a bit of damage, but if these two stay in, obviously, they've got the skills there to accelerate away, especially on when the power play is now finished.
So change of bowling at the Dibley end. So Jacob Garlick's changed ends. Hurt's having a rest. Garlick's now bowling his overs from the...
They certainly are mixing around the bowlers, which is good, isn't it? They're changing ends and rotation. It's obviously a strategy they've put in before the game started.
I think, like I said earlier, I think they're trying to give the batsmen no opportunity to settle and get used to the bowling. They're moving things around to freshen things up here. So he's bowled a short ball. He's got underneath it, guided it over where the slip and the gully cordon would have been. It's raced away for 4. Third man had no chance of getting hold of that.
Beautifully played there, wasn't it? Just opened up the face and just let it run down to third man.
He looked pretty well in control of that.
He did.
Yeah, he's guided that nicely. Nowhere near the keeper, nowhere near the third man fielder, and he's picked up 4 runs. Dunk moves on to 16. Yeah, so Garlick's back on his line there, back on line and length, and dunked in behind that and just punches it out to point for no run.
So Garlick in again. Full ball. It's hit him in clean in the pads. Big appeal. Umpire doesn't want to know.
Umpire's own move there.
Definitely see that one again.
Have a little look at that one. Was that possibly going down leg with the angle, or was that a little bit high?
Oh no. It's the angle, probably.
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
going down
angle.
leg.
It's the angle that's done it.
Yeah, the slope.
Together
of
with the
angle
slope.
ball.
Yeah, indeed, that's probably going down leg side, so good decision from the umpire.
Wouldn't be burning my DRS on that one, to be honest.
No. It's coming down the track. Ooh, we've got a bit of an edge there, but well fielded
picked
within the
up.
ring. Just the one. Started to advance there.
It's Tom Brett who's picked the ball up at short fine leg and saved a couple of runs there, I think.
Batsman obviously just looking to unsettle the bowler there, just to come down the track. Try and get the bowler thinking.
Well, coming down the track also nullifies that swing, doesn't it? So the
Absolutely.
more you can get out your crease, the more you're
And then
giving
you
the umpire more to think about as well.
taking LBW out as well, aren't you? Another full ball. He's sounded like a big inside edge to me.
Sounded like he's got wooden pads there, Steve. I think you played when they had wooden pads, didn't you?
No, there were canes inside the pads, you know.
Buckles as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's probably a little
Buckles
bit
on your
before
pads?
even my time.
sure.
I'm sure there's a few people out there listening to this that probably
Cane
have
pads
buckles
with
and-
buckles.
Yeah. You'll be talking about wooden drivers soon, won't you?
I'll use one of those. So it's gone
Big
down the leg
appeal.
side. Huge appeal. Great take by Dan Lincoln, left-handed down the leg side. I think that felt like the appeal was trying to negate the giving of the wide. That was a bit of a tactic.
Got the replay on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
It
good
was
take.
quite close to the body, reasonably close to the bat, but I think the umpire was pretty clear that was touch nothing, and he's given a wide. We've got the second semi-final forming up to our left. We've got Devon and Berkshire going to get their early lunch. The umpires are milling around trying to do a toss somewhere, I think, for the second game. So Garlic in. Back in behind that, and that's no run. That completes the end of Garlic's over. Completes the power play.
Just been told that lunch is beef and mushroom curry. So, with a bit of rice. So
Good job I didn't have that curry last night, wasn't it, really?
it was. Good job we went for the tomahawk pork, wasn't it?
Tomahawk pork, very nice. So we've got Sam Atkinson coming on from the Deer Park end, change of bowl in, end of the power play. So the field will change significantly now with more fielders allowed outside the circle. Where are we going with the fielders? Right, I think we're probably going deep point, long off, long on, deep mid wicket.
Deep extra cover by the looks of it.
No, we've got deep mid wicket and then we've got deep backward square. So we've got 5 out. Yeah, long off, long on.
Long off's coming in.
Long off's coming in and third man's going down.
And more seam.
Keeper stood up to the stump, so he's probably not quite as quick. Or keeping the batsman in their crease, or a bit of both. So just comfortably tucks it off the stumps out to long on for a single. Atkinson's first ball goes for 1.
So 33 for 3 off 6.
So Atkinson's going to come in here and bowl stump to stump, keep it really tight, give them no width, nothing to hit. This is going to be the tactic of trying to build a bit of pressure with some dot balls, I think. Build a bit of pressure and try and take some wickets.
So 100 needed off 14 approximately. Needing just over 7s. And,
It's just under 7s to start with, so no dramas on the run rate at the moment. It's a little bit short. He's managed to pull it out to deep mid wicket, and that's only he's picked up 1. It's one of those, Steve. I think these two just, to be honest, have just got a bat for a few overs.
yeah, I think you're right. No drama at the moment.
No risk cricket for 3 or 4 overs and see where we are, I think.
Yeah, just knock the ball around, get 6s and over, 7s.
Probably not the way they play these days.
There you go, just pushing it into the covers, pick up an easy one. Just got to keep the scoreboard moving, haven't they?
Yeah, Dunk moves on to 19. Mogul on 11. Just build a partnership. We didn't see too many partnerships in the first innings. I think one partnership here, and that will could change the face of the chase. So he's back in behind that, and Mogul squirmed it out just behind short third man. They scampered through for a single. They're running quite nicely here. They're certainly more assured running between the wickets than they were in the first innings.
So Dunk, a key batsman here for Bedfordshire.
You've highlighted him as one to watch, Steve.
Yeah, I just think he's going to put one over cover in a minute. Slower, shorter ball and didn't get him anywhere.
He's through that before it's even got
yeah,
to
I
him.
know, just doing by pace, didn't
And
he?
straight through to Lincoln, no run.
Or doing by lack of pace. That was sort of your pace, really, wasn't it?
Cool. Much faster than I ever bowled. Okay, so Keeling Wright's back on from the Dibley end.
Because the figure of Dibley was filmed in the village at the end of the valley. Well worth coming to have a look.
So another rotation of bowlers.
And you can look up
So the announcer here is just running through all the various films and TV productions that are made on the estate here. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Vicar of Dibley. I'm reliably informed Midsummer Murders as well.
Short ball. Ooh, he's gone to look to square cut that and pace and bounce through him. Just waiting for a Robin Smith-esque square cut there.
Robin
But
Smith, Gordon Greenwich crash against the boundary boards, but
didn't get hold of that.
I think the best you were going to get was a nick over the keeper's head with that body shape, I think.
They do need to probably look to accelerate the run rate a touch.
So he's played that quite nicely, and Presley's picked it up at backward point. No run.
The field set quite nicely to this, to be honest. Haven't you? You got sort of wideish gully, you've got wideish third man, and you've got sort of cover point, haven't you? So bowling short outside off stump and just letting them square cut. It's not a bad strategy.
I think the trick to this is keep your line, and we've talked about it already, but the slope and the
bounce,
the right hand left hand combination early doors, but to two right handers, get your lines right and bowl to your field, I think, here.
There you go. Ooh. Direct hit when he was gone.
That is very close.
That was a good effort, to be fair. It was a good throw. Just missing.
So Priestley's picked it up at backward point, and the ball wasn't hit quite so cleanly. It bounced a bit, and he's picked it up and shied at the stumps, and I think that would have been
Would have been close, actually. I think he might have.
Judging by the replay,
I think he'd have been gone.
Probably would have been gone. Direct hit, and he would have been gone.
I think he wasn't expecting the throw, was he, at the bowler's end? So short ball again. He slapped it over cover, so it's safe. And they'll come back for two.
It's plugged a little bit, and Atkinson's picked it up, and they've got scamper 3 for 2. I can smell lunch, Steve.
Oh, so that beef curry's really starting to waft, isn't it? Surprised Luke's not over there. He probably is over there, isn't he?
I think that's twice we've done this, and lunch has been wafted across us. The barbecue at Ipswich, and now the curry here.
So 2 balls left of the over. Short ball again, and he has got hold of that one. It's gone wideish over mid-off. It's been
hurt racing around there. Relay throw, and they come back for 2. Score moves on to 41. Dunk on to 23.
This is obviously a tactic, isn't it? It's not bowling forward, so they're bowling just short. They're bowling short of a length, probably short of a length.
Well, they've got mid on and mid off in the circle,
and just,
so
they're letting them have a slap.
Yeah, I think the field's set for shorter bowling.
So that, and he bowls a full ball through gully, and it's just going to be the one.
Presley gets a hand on that and stops it. So,
and that's the over.
So Keegan Wright finishes the over. I think we're going to have a change in the commentary box. I think I'm moving out and letting Luke join back in. So I'm going to have a break, see if I can locate that curry and eat Steve's portion at the same time.
Yeah, that won't be a surprise.
Yeah, we can. We'll send him on a recce, shall we, for the curry? I've got breaking news about the next game if you want it on the toss.
Yeah, crack on.
So, Berkshire won the toss and are going to bowl as well in that one. So.
Seems to be the. I think that's a good decision because, you know, there is potential forecast for a bit of rain later on. So you want, if it is rain affected, then obviously you've got wickets in hand and you know what you're chasing. So that there is a bit of a strategic thinking.
But then I spoke to Callum Harvey, the Devon captain. He said he'd have batted first regardless. So get runs on the board was his sort of motto. This is it's finally poised, and even when they only made 130 odd Staffordshire, I did think they could defend this with the sort of the firepower they got up top bowling wise. Liam Hurt bowled really well, really fast, short spell, and I was saying before, I think Jamal Richards is the only wicket from this day park end. I think they've all come from the Dibley end apart from that, haven't
they have.
So we've had
So you've got a natural slope into the stumps, haven't you? Bowl in the right areas.
We've had 12 wickets from that end, and that's
been-
going to be just the one in the end.
And again, that was a bit of a cross-batted horizontal shot to deep long on. I think that the pressure's starting to build now on the batting side because they're obviously with less than 12 overs to go. They need to get about 80 odd. Run rate starting to climb.
I didn't want to say it on air, but I was like, do you know what? I fancy Staffordshire to defend this, but we'll see. I mean, Kashif Ali keeps being announced. He's not out there yet. So
maybe they're holding him back for the big hit at the end.
Well, there was a bit of chatter from the Staffordshire lads, wondering where he was, I think.
Yeah, well, we thought he was going out when Richards came out. So there's obviously a tactic here in play. Maybe they're just thinking, just work through the overs and then they let him come in. Maybe next wicket down.
They've tempted him with that short delivery as well. There's been a couple caught behind, chasing that short, wide one. That's a good run.
So Atkinson bowling nice and tidy. That's all you need at the moment is bowl good lines and lengths and a few dot balls here and there, and then suddenly you get massively on top.
But again, it's similar to like we're saying. Stafford should be happy for him to take the singles now at the minute. They've broken the back of that power play. That's a good slower ball.
Obviously, Dunker, key player here. He's just moving on to 26 now.
The leading run scorer in the competition.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
373 before he walked out today.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, Staffordshire want to get rid of him.
Beautiful view of the pavilion here. So we're just to the right of that, the far right, in the commentary area. A lot of great artwork in the pavilion. A fantastic back view.
I've never really been in. I always feel a bit like I'm intruding.
It's because you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt, that's why. If you dress with a shirt and proper trousers, you'd be allowed in the pavilion. Good pull shot there. That's going to race.
Has that split them? Oh, no.
No, great bit of fielding. May well have caused an injury, but superb bit of fielding on the boundary.
Yeah, it was a collision. Is he okay?
And he's getting up now. I think he's on the other side of the rope, but he's...
Well, he collided with Liam Hurt, and you don't want to collide with him, do you?
No, he's a unit. He's still trying to get to his feet, so there's going to be a slight pause here just to make sure that the fielder is okay. He's up now, so
might be winded.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised, but job done, wasn't it? Stop the 4.
It was a good shot because it looked like it dissected him, so it was a really good piece of fielding in the end. There's been a couple of those for Bedfordshire where they've hit really good shots for none.
He's just bowling this niggly seamers. Not a huge amount of pace, but actually I think pace is not the answer today. It's just getting that ball to move a little bit off the pitch or in the air, and it's having an immense effect. Obviously Lincoln, great pair of hands, stood up.
Oh, that catch he took.
Oh, that was class. One-handed, just off the ground, superb. One of the key highlights of today. That's short. He's just tried to ramp it. Hasn't really got hold of that at all. Just gets one.
Ramped it like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Just going back to our Maxi conversation of earlier, of trying to get 10-year-olds to ramp the ball with no pace on it. It's all about pace, isn't it? Playing those shots. It's all about using the bat and the pace. for it to fly. England players obviously at that level bowling at 80 miles an hour, and that's a lot different story. But he's bowling again, another full ball, another dot. So they're just building good pressure here by bowling good lengths, dot balls, a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
And just 4 off the over so far. Ollie Walker, he's got a couple of balls left.
It's like I said, to get to 10 overs and only on 50 odd, and then you kind of just double that, then it's just the short, aren't they?
Yeah, the second half's going to be key. He's looking to drive that through extra cover.
That's
And it could be, and he dived one hand and it's raced for 4. I thought he was going to cut it off for a second. He got a hand to it and didn't get enough of it, and pushed it over the line for 4 runs.
He timed it really well, but I think he might be disappointed he didn't stop that.
Much needed boundary that, and as predicted, as I said earlier, Pakistan 8 for 2. I said they'd all be all out by well, I was thinking end of play, but maybe tea.
Do you want to get off and watch this?
Well, maybe they're all coming here. Stuart's available for batting coaching, but another short ball just nicks, and that's going to race away. That's going to be 4 more.
Brucey bonus, that, wasn't it?
So 2 boundaries in consecutive balls, and that's I've got to say that's much needed boundaries. And
12 off that over.
And the bell moves on to 26. Boundary balls are going to be needed.
Good little innings. This 26 not out now, isn't he?
James in really nicely poised here. 10 overs to go. 78 or so to 74 to win.
It's a 48
60
partnership
balls
at the minute as well.
Tell you what, you'd say batting side should win that, shouldn't they? 74 off 60.
Sensibly, just play it
Sensibly, knock the ball about, pick up 1s, 2s, hold boundary here and there. As long as they don't lose a load of wickets. And yeah, again, it's been worked through gully region for 4.
And that's a 50 partnership as well between Duncan and McGall.
This is where Staffordshire really do need to find a way of building some pressure. Need to get a quick couple of wickets, because these 2 are set nicely, aren't they? They've batted nicely. No great dramas. Put away balls that were there for them to put away, and just not 1s and 2s for the others.
Was this part of the innings where Staffordshire put that 40-odd partnership together, and ultimately that could prove, like I say, the difference?
Full ball. It's edged it. Just be the single.
Man at short, third man doing the fielding. Yeah, like you say, it's, if Bedfordshire just plays sensibly, they'll get over the line. But all of a sudden, you lose a couple of wickets, and the pressure's on. You've got to go for this. So they have still got Kashif Ali in the shed to come out.
And obviously, with the field out, there's lots of space just to knock the ball around.
Oh, solid delivery. That was a good delivery.
So again, just lean on it and go for a single. And this is all they need to do at the moment. If they just keep this going.
This would be a huge confidence boost for them if they won this. Bedfordshire, they'll go into the final then thinking, well, do you know what? We've probably beaten the best team in the competition to get here.
And again, just knocking it to long on, just another single. No drama. I bet Stuart's eaten half of that curry hut, do you think? He's deep in it. I hope he keeps some for us.
Yeah, of course, stay with us. Got games all day today. Well, the other semi-final between Devon and Berkshire was coming up after this.
That'll be a good semi-final, I think. Slower ball. Looked to launch into it all along the floor, but straight to long on, and it again just the one.
Yeah, Berkshire won the toss in that one and are going to field first. 50 over champions, of course.
Young. So Atkinson with the last ball of the over. And Dunk on 33, just pushes it through the covers, safe shot. Out to the boundary rider and just a single.
Again, just took the pace off that one a little bit, didn't he? A few clouds rolling in, but they're still quite high.
You in Stuart's weather mode, are you? The clouds are high. It's quite an obvious one. So for dark, we've got a problem.
I think, I said we might get the odd shot. I think we'll be all right.
I'm hoping
Even
so.
if we get a shower, I think it'll pass. But looking at the weather, it's like it's just going to be a passable one. It may even blow around. It's such a big estate. It could rain at one end of the estate and not here.
They say it's a bit of a microclimate. It either hits the valley and stays in the valley, or a lot of it goes around the valley. So fingers crossed we'll be okay. So again, you know, bowlers have been chopped and changed from each end here, which is
They're searching for that wicket now. And they're not getting desperate, Staffordshire, but they feel like they need another one, don't they?
these two are well set now, aren't they? 34 for Duncan, 28 for.
And like you say,
Hill.
if you're out there now, it's just nothing silly. Just if a bad ball comes along, put it away. If not, nudge it for a single.
Yeah.
Whereas a couple of overs, I was saying Staffordshire would be happy for him to take the single, but that over of 12 in the 10th has sort of swung it back in Bedfordshire's favour now.
Yeah, they've got to bowl tightly. So Keeling right back in, full ball. Straight
Well
to gully,
fielded.
so no run.
Commentator's
Looks,
curse is drizzling.
Yeah, I know, you really did tee that one up, didn't you? So a few umbrellas going up now around the ground.
Unless it gets biblical, they'll probably play this one through.
I
to
would think
conclusion.
they'd just play through the drizzle. I think
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be heavy, is it?
No.
Anything that comes.
it's not
today.
forecast, but you've just teed that up,
No.
and it's a short ball. That's probably a wide, I would have thought. It's going over his head. He's only a relatively short batsman.
Oh, a wide.
Yeah, it's overhead high.
Mm.
So
A bit of a yeah. I
It's a
mean, he's
cool-
not happy with that one. Keeling,
questioned
right,
that,
is he?
but yeah, he's gone. Yeah, it's gone quite comfortably over his head. Square leg umpire calling that. So yeah, so a few umbrellas going up, a bit of drizzle. I think the umpires will just want to keep the game flowing, unless it gets too heavy. And again, played a missed. A bit more zip there from Keeling right, a bit more pace. But bent his back a bit on that one. And both batsmen sort of nearly going at 100 strike rate. Ooh, didn't get a hold of that one into the pads. Probably leg buys, I would have thought. Yeah, signalled leg buys by the umpire. That drizzle seems to have eased off a bit now,
Yeah.
so hopefully that's all it's going to be.
When I got to High Wycombe yesterday, it was biblical.
Ooh, a bit more pace there. You can see that it's just a little bit more pace in the change of bowling there. So managed to get behind it and just get single. Yeah, yesterday it was low.
Hard.
Well, we were in a lot of shops yesterday, diving into them to take cover for a bit. But we got here probably around 4-ish, and it wasn't too bad, to be fair. Ground staff had put everything out to cover the square. Done a great job this morning, and that could fly for 6, I think.
It is.
Yeah, literally, he's just sort of uppercut that, and it's flown over gully, and just kept going.
Helped it on his way.
Yeah, really got hold of that really nicely, Dunkley, and moves himself on the tee, and score 76 for 3. And
That's a big.
a bit of Dolly Parton being played in memory.
Indeed. Yeah, it's much needed, that 6, just to keep the strike rate going.
But again, you know, 3, 4 singles from the over, and then 1 6, and you're on 10, and good over.
8 off that one, so.
So 67 from 57, it's no 55 from 48. So it's getting closer to that run of ball. And I think Staffordshire are having a bit of a team talk here. Okay, what do we do now? And they've not wicked penalties. It makes a lot of sense. So the ball will be a little bit greased up, but Priestley coming on. So bowls his first ball. It's cut through gully, and that's going to race away. I wouldn't be surprised if that goes for 4.
Well fielded.
Oh, great bit of fielding, diving on the boundary.
Is that the captain out there? It is. James out there doing real well. The outfield looks, when you say the ball's getting greased up, I mean, the outfield still looks ready. I think it'll have much.
No, you'll have a bit of long who's misfielded it, so they'll probably come up to the second. Ball incoming, but made it
Again,
quite good.
pressure field. If these two get up to 100.
It's quicker ball, push through. He's punched that over extra cover, and that's raced away. Great shot for 4 runs. That really was a top shot. And James Dunk in good form here, and that moves him on to 49. It's not an easy shot to play. He used his feet well and just drilled that over extra cover, and with the slope flying away for 4. Slower ball. Worked it to mid-wicket to be the single, and that will be his 50. So well batted, James Dunk. 50 off 37 balls.
It's a run machine, and he's over 400 runs now for this comp as well.
Good solid batting there. They've got to get him out. They want to win this game. And another one's just out. So
timed so well. They'll put it in the 2 fielders there.
And maybe spin hasn't worked here, is it? So quite quickly, that's 13 off 5 balls. Dunk's got his 50. Mo Hill's on 33. And he's gone again. And I think that's straight to a fielder, so that would just be the one. 14 off that over.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I was just going to say, before to get up to 100, these two.
You don't anything silly now.
Mogul's just...
And you'll make this easy.
That's what Mogul's do. Mogul's just nudging it in and letting Dunk.
Yeah. No fireworks needed. They can really just push the ball around. Now, for Staffordshire, they really need to think now about...
Well, Liam Hurt's coming back on.
Well, I think that's probably a good move, to be perfectly honest, because if they don't take wickets quickly, they're going to be heading out of this semi-final.
It was a pretty violent opening spell from him as well from that end. Really short, pacey.
It's the bounce he got. It was just off a length. Just off a length, the bounce he got was a lot more than everybody else. Not too sure whether he was moving the ball, but obviously the natural movement off of the pitch anyway. But the pace he was getting generated quite a bit of bounce, which was tricky for batsmen. But he's well set now. No hole on 34. Came on in quick.
Oh, no, he's not. I thought he'd taken it.
He just didn't get it. It was one bounce and into his hands. But wow, I thought he'd taken that.
Yeah, I said what a catch, and then he threw it at the stumps.
Well, we talked him up there, didn't we, about his bounce and the extra bit of pace, and it really did come on him quickly, and really didn't know what to do. So he comes in again, another shortish ball, goes to square cut it, and straight through him. The pace is noticeably different. It's a good 3 or 4 paces quicker than anything else Staffordshire have got. But he's got to turn this into wickets now.
That drizzle looks to have just passed. It's brightened up again.
So Hurt coming off 30-yard run up. It's coming in again. Just worked. They don't look comfortable, the batsman here. That was just worked off his legs, but the extra pace is causing these two batsmen a little bit of bother.
This is the last throw of the dice, isn't it? You feel if they can go bang bang quick, get 2 new batsmen in, all of a sudden it's just a bit nervous, isn't it?
Well, they've looked really well set, and then Hurt's put them a bit more pressure, isn't he? Really. So he's. But the thing is, he's only got a couple of overs he can utilise. So he needs to take wickets. Pulled.
Shot. It's going to be 2.
They're chasing for 2, but it all comes down to the ground fielding. He's taking it cleanly, and he's going to send him back. There's a bit of a bounce there out of a foothold or something, and then took off. But it's not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. They're in control here.
They set off and he shouted to, didn't he?
Yeah.
If the throw would have been better, it might have been.
I think if there'd been a misfield, they'd have definitely gone. But straight into the hands, just not worth it at this point. They're in control of the game. They don't need to take risks. They just see through this spell from Hurt and get through it. I think it'll be fairly straightforward, but Hurt's obviously got different ideas. Full ball driven. That's beaten the infield, and that's 4 runs. And that's almost a ball not to bowl, if that makes sense. With the field he's got set, he's got mid off, mid on inside the ring. He's bowled brilliantly just short of a length. It's caused him loads of problems, and then he's bowled a full ball. And he's been, to be honest, that was
a half volley, wasn't it?
That was really well put away, and a good on drive. So good cricket all round. It's an interesting period of the game now. It's make or break now for Staffordshire. He's coming in now with his massive run. Short again.
Oh, lovely defensive shot, that.
I think that's where he needs to be landing the ball. If it's kicked to the batsman and the batsman kicks it back. I think he's got to bowl that short of a length area to get the bounce and create the pressure.
I think we're having a change in the com box, are we? Are you going to go and find us some curry?
Well, if there's any left, you know what Stuart's like.
Stuart's going to come back in.
I'll catch up with you later.
So 97 for 3 then. And all of a sudden it's 35 off 36. So it's could be a tight finish, this. Even though they've still got 7 wickets to go. Good over that from Hurt, just 6 off it.
Right, Luke. Things have moved on since I was last in the com box.
Yeah, good partnerships. As I say, really tight though. So it's going to be interesting. They're going to get 1 here. So that's down to Atkinson.
Garlic into Dunk there. 92, 98 to 34 to win.
Off 35 deliveries. I mean, before it was a kind of, they were looking comfortable as in they needed 50 odd off 60. Shot.
Great shot.
What a shot. Oh, wow.
So Mogul's just freed his hands there and pumped through the line.
That sounded beautiful, didn't it?
It's beaten the Hurt at mid-off, and that's gone raced away towards the Partridges.
Yeah. Absolutely cream that, didn't he, through the covers.
When you need to run a ball, the freedom of picking up a boundary is huge.
Again, just over pitch slightly, but yeah, took advantage, and that's 100 up now, so
30 to win. It's the wrong delivery for your field set with your long off, your mid on and mid off in the ring. He's changed his length, bowled it extremely short of a length.
Oh, wide. That's a bit harsh, that one.
Over the batter's head, square leg, had no doubt.
Because he did duck though, didn't he?
So we go 4-5 off effectively 1 ball there. He needed to change his length, but he over-adjusted there, and that was sailed over the batsman's head.
I mean, he's only small and he ducked, so I think that's
It's very short, to be fair. Very short.
Yeah.
That's where he should have bowled it.
Oh, that's a good delivery.
That's a good delivery.
There was a lot of anger in that delivery, wasn't there?
of aggression in there. He got his first one. He got his length wrong, and the second one he got his length wrong, and that one he's fired in a back of a length. It's played in front of his face to keep that one out for no run. 103 for 3.
Yeah, Garlic into his last over then. 3 balls left of it. Sorry, 4 now because with that extra delivery.
He's bowled that one short of a length. There's a run-out chance here.
Oh, no, he's in. I think the dive's done it. The dive's got him in.
They scamper back there. Mogul's got back for 2.
If he had to dive there, if he hadn't have dived, he'd have been gone.
He's pulled that out to backward square to square leg, and Keeling right has thrown it in.
It was a
Keeper's
risky.
picked it up and taken the bails off, but like you say, I think the dive was critical here.
They took a risk and the risks paid off. Yeah, if he hadn't have dived, he's gone.
The dive saved him there.
Yeah, the bat's in,
Yeah,
grounded.
bat's in, grounded. That's a good decision by the umpire.
I'm happy with my decision.
Yep. Carry on. So Garlic in to Mogul, and he's back in behind that and just no run. So I'm losing. So we've got 1 ball left in this over.
7 off it so far.
So Keeling right in. Short ball. He's made great contact there. Dunk's pulled that out to deep square, deep mid wicket. He's picked it up on 1 bounce and they've come back for just a single. Score goes on to 110, and that is the 100 partnership. Didn't think we'd see one of those today after the way the first innings went and 3 wickets in the first 3 overs.
Well, I thought when I saw Staffordshire get off to the start, I thought they're going to defend this, but these two batted really well. They've just
really
calmed everything down, haven't they?
Done a really good job here. Yeah, on the back foot.
And don't forget they got Kashif Ali. I mean, the Staffordshire ones are saying, where is he? Well, he's maybe going to come out and hit the winning runs if he has to.
They've kept him in the background and saving him for the next game, I think. So one to Mogul there, just went off the back foot and guided it down to deep third man.
And whenever we've seen Staffordshire, it feels like they look invincible, but they're just out there at the minute and they're just looking a bit slumped, aren't they?
It's gone a little bit flat in the outfield. Oh, so that odd ball still skips through.
From that end, there seems to be a lot more pace from the Dibley end as well.
I think the quicker bowlers have generally bowled from that end, but you're right, it seems to zip through from that end a little bit quicker. To be fair, he made room for himself to guide it down to third man there and didn't give him the best chance of making full contact. We've got WhatsApps from Steve telling us that lunch is looking good. Hopefully it's not a picture
I've
of
eaten
him.
it.
Hopefully it's not a picture of him eating.
It is. It's a picture of his lunch.
So he's
Shot
for one.
Yeah.
So Steve's gone in on the premise that he's going to bring us all lunch, and he's sat there munching away on his own. So
I like how Steve goes, I'll just head off about 14 overs and I'll go and do a recce.
I'll just look
in inverted commas.
I'll look after it for you. Thanks, Steve. Right. So Sam Atkinson's back from the Deer Park end. 16 overs down, 112 for 3, 20 to win.
Sorry, Stuart, I was going to say Atkinson was the one that they had that big over before off, didn't he? Which kind of really swung it back in Bedfordshire's favour.
That was probably the biggest over of the innings, wasn't
Yeah.
it? There was 14, 15, was it? It was a big over like that in a low scoring game. That's 10% of your runs and more, isn't it? So
that was a better over though. 5 off that one, 20 off 24. A wicket now would all of a sudden
something needs to happen for
Staffordshire.
Something needs to happen for Staffordshire, doesn't it?
Yeah. Especially with wickets in the shed as well.
Change plan. Atkinson's not bowling.
Oh no, he's not.
The staff's committee have met and decided he's not going to bowl, and it looks like Ollie Walker's on there. The play cricket crew are scrabbling to change the plan. He's bowled his first ball in the legs, and he's flicked it to backward square, and scampers through for a 1 to dunk.
Was that a really late change of plan? He did look like he was gonna. He was taking his cap off and everything.
He took his cap off. He was at the back of his mark. I think he did virtually had the ball in his hand, ready to decide what he was going to bowl, and they changed their mind. Was that a mind game tactic to try and pick up a wicket this over?
Possibly.
Is it going to phase the Bedfordshire boys?
Went for 12 off his 1 over. Oh, it's
gone.
Went for the wrong end there.
He's scampered. They've scampered through. They've run really well, and that's Mogul's 50.
Yeah.
It's batted really well here. These boys have put on a great little partnership. Partnership's up to 100. So Mogul's 50 off 43 balls with 7 fours.
I think they missed a trick there, Staff. So if they'd gone keepers end, I think it'd have been tight again. I mean, Mogul's nearly home before they even got the ball in hand.
He was comfortably in, wasn't he? Another ball off the legs. I think he was looking for a boundary there.
Yeah.
He'd wound up to clear the ropes and thick inside edge onto his pads, and that's squirmed out for another single. But
didn't time it, but he'll take it.
100%. 100%. So Dunk moves on to 57. 115 for 3. 17 to win.
Hush around the ground. And really well, sensible batting.
Punched out to deep point, deep cover. Mogul gets another one. They're just picking up these ones. It's a runner ball over so far. 4 off this over.
I can't state how good this partnership's been in terms of it's been pretty chanceless, hasn't it? As well.
There was one appeal down the leg side for a
and he gave a wide.
But he gave a wide.
Yeah.
But nothing else other than that. Hit him. So first dot ball the over. He's just tried to punch that through extra cover, and he's Atkinson's comfortably picked it up. No run there. So can Walker do anything with this last ball the over?
That's into the gap.
Beautifully hit that.
4,
Dunk's
is that
hit
6?
That. Dunk's carved that over.
Almost just 4.
Over extra cover. 1 bounce for 4.
It was close to the rope, that's why I thought it was 6, but again, timed it into the gap beautifully. There was just hardly any backlift, was there?
Yeah, he's stayed in his shape there. He's not lost any of his compact shape, and he's just punched it over extra cover. Fielder was in the circle, 1 bounce 4, moves it on to 120 for 3.
For me,
Partnerships
Stuart,
110.
That's the winning hit for me, that I think, Stuart.
That
12 off 18.
Just felt like the final pressure relief, didn't it?
Mm.
So Atkinson is going to bowl now from the Dibley end.
Because basically what they need now is a maiden over, don't they? Or
I suggest they need 2 very quick wickets here. But 12 to win off 3 overs.
So Atkinson is going to come on now.
Atkinson's on now. Maybe he's very angry after being taken off without bowling a ball. No, leg side line. Looked for Mogul to pick up runs down the leg side there, but didn't manage to get hold of that properly, and no run. Pakistan 27 for 3.
The white flag's out there, isn't
Done
it?
by tea time, that one. So it's a wider ball. He's freed his arms and managed to get something out to. He's managed to somehow get it to long on.
Just swatted it, didn't he?
Swatted that one for a single. Score moves on to 1-2-1. Dunk back on strike on 61. Got the next game warming up in the distance. We can see Devon behind the scoreboard and Barks at mid wicket. So Dunk's squirmed that, I think, is the best phrase, to over point out towards the boundary, and picked up another single.
They shouted 2 then, and how many times did he hit it and gone 2? And then there's never been 2.
I think that's the intent, though, isn't it? They shout 2, put the fielder under pressure, and then if he fumbles it, they know they're going to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, Devon are a bit boot campy there, warm up over there, isn't it?
That's a nice
Oh,
shot.
that's 4.
That's a beautiful shot through extra cover.
Not stopping that.
He just leant into that, and that's 4 runs. That's 1-2-6.
And that, I think, is them home and hosed.
Yeah, that's a lovely stroke by Mogul. Might actually be one of his better boundaries of his innings. That was just completely in control.
The big roar though from the Bedfordshire dugout, and the fans suggested that they felt like that
6
is definitely the winning hit.
6 to win.
Will he do it in style, do you think?
One with a shot at the stumps. They are 1 hit from home, as they say.
Yeah. When you think 10 for 3.
And this partnership's now 117. That's huge. In the context of the game, that's clearly the thing that swung it.
We might get a record. This is probably one of the higher partnerships in T20 cricket at this level. That's
Very
4
possibly.
more.
I think that's good. No, I think you might get that.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's running down the hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has got it. Yeah. It seemed to slow up actually.
What's the
Then
umpire going to signal there? Did he get a bit of glove on that or a bit of bat? I think that's gone for 2 down the leg side. It's 2 to Dunk, I think.
I got a bit excited there. It looked as though it was skipping away, and then it kind of just slowed up, didn't it? But
I think he probably got a bit of glove on it. Probably slowed it up after that second bounce, and the fielder was able to get there and find it. So 3 to win, 12 balls.
here's Liam Hurt. Go on, Liam. Try and get us 2, just to put them under pressure.
Liam Hurt's trying to make this a
From
6 wicket victory, not 7.
Liam Hart.
So field's coming in, 3 to win. They don't want to be giving away 3 singles. They're going to make them work for the runs. We've got a deep square leg, a deep fine leg, a deep third man, and a deep cover. Everybody else inside the circle, which would suggest this is not going to be a full delivery.
Well, when he's bowled short, he's looked dangerous, hasn't he?
And quick.
There we go.
As predicted, short delivery, didn't quite get in underneath it, and it's just chipped it up to Garlic at short mid-wicket.
I'm the commentator cursing, you're the opposite of it, because you called it.
I called it, you curse it. Is that how it works? But again, quicker, just lifted, got on him, didn't really give himself the best opportunity to get underneath it. Hard to be critical because he's batted superbly there.
Yeah, and he'll be disappointed just to not get the red income more than anything, won't he?
I think he thought that was the chip it over the infield and that's the winning runs. But Nabil Mughal, 57, 49 balls with 8 fours. Superb knock, and the crowd are showing their appreciation as he walks off.
And here is Kashif Ali.
Chief Ali, how's this going to play out?
He's the man you want out there, though, won't you?
Sensible or
Depends what sort of delivery he gets.
one hit lunch? What do you reckon? Where's your money? So 129 for 4. Still 3 to win.
Are we building him up and he'll get a first baller now?
Oh, we've had a couple of first ballers today, haven't we? Yeah,
There we
onto
go.
the leg side, just tucks it away for a single out into the deep. The silly shouts of 2 have stopped now. No need for that. So Ali off the mark, 2 to win. Dunk back on strike, and for me, his innings is probably the game-changing innings. He built his innings,
Yeah.
he picked up his boundaries, and then he controlled the speed and tempo of his innings, where he wasn't afraid to dispatch the bad ball for 4, and he was hitting some nice boundaries. But equally, he's run very well. He's hit the ball in gaps very well, and he's moved the field around. And I think he's probably the innings for me that probably changed it.
And they've done this without Gus Miller as well. He played in the Super 12s. He's playing for Northants this week.
It's very flat in the outfield now. Staffs have.
Yeah, there was no real.
This game's gone from them.
There was nothing when he took that catch, wasn't it? I mean, it felt like it was a bump ball the way they just.
It's one of those games, isn't it? You don't want to let people walk away with it free and throw them up a full bunger to whack for 4. But equally, they know the game's probably gone here.
Yeah, Nabil Bogle's just gone back down to his dugout and he's getting high fives all round from his teammates.
He's batted superbly there.
He timed his innings so well as well.
So Hurt in, and
six,
Dunk
that'll
has
be it.
dispatched that
Yeah.
over the boundary for a 6.
And it's
And
fitting it came from him as well.
Absolutely. He's on 70, 136 for 4. And they win the game by 6 wickets.
And that is a big shock, isn't it?
That's a huge victory. They've won that with 8 balls to spare. Comfortable, coasted in the last 5 overs. And they've achieved their target. The Bedfordshire lads are over the moon with this.
Well, they're probably coming in as 4 favourites today, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they've probably beaten the best team in the competition.
That's a huge victory. And
It is.
Jamie Dunn ended 70 not out, and Liam Hurt ended with 3 for 19.
There we go, 3 for 19 then for Liam Hurt.
we thought Hurt had changed the game early doors, but he ends up 3 for 19. And he's bowled really well there. Some of the bowlers have actually bowled really well for Staffs there, but if you think about how that would have played out with the extra 8 balls and a bit more attacking play, you know, Bedfordshire may have got to 160, 170.
Look at the scorecard.
Yeah,
How up and down it is.
they've not bowled badly, but those 3 wickets early doors, they were really under the pump at 10 for 3. And Duncan Mughal have just they just produced the partnership that's just completely changed the game. Ansell's bowling and Duncan Mughal's partnership, they were the 3 players that really pulled it out. But no, credit to the other bowlers as well. Everyone's bowled well. Assisting conditions with overcast and a little bit of spice in it with a bit of extra moisture, but they've actually the bowlers have bowled really well out there. Low scoring game, but still very interesting and a really competitive, well timed, good tempo to the chase, which sees Beds home by 6 wickets.
What was impressive was they came in and they were 10 for 3 and they didn't try to score quickly. They just worked their way in and they earned that. It's like in football, you earn your right to play. They earned the right to then go for the boundaries, didn't they?
Yeah, it was very much kind of not modern T20. It was very much just bat.
Old school.
Old school, just bat for a few overs, and as they built the innings together, then the boundaries came, and it just shows by batting time they picked the runs up, and as we said at halfway, 130 probably wasn't enough. The 3 wickets in the power play were good, got them in the box seat for a couple of overs, but then Duncan Mogul compiled that partnership, and that won the day for Bedfordshire.
Yeah, and then next up in the other semi-final, then we've got Devon against Berkshire. Berkshire have won the toss and will bowl, and that's coming up in around 45 minutes' time, I think.
I think it is, yeah.
Half an hour, something like that.
Yeah, we've got the ground staff out there cutting and tidying up and mowing. We've got Berkshire warming up on one end, and we've got
Time's this one?
Devon.
What time does this one start? Oh, okay. So there we go. As soon as possible, quick turnaround. I think the latest will be 1:30.
Yeah, so they're looking at between 1:15 and 1:30 start. The boys are out there warming up, and we're
Look at his face.
we're heading for
If
some
there's any
lunch.
left,
It looks to me like
I
Steve
wonder
might
who's
have,
eating it all.
Steve might have finished it off apart from the stuff he's got in his trousers, but apart from that.
Right, well, we'll be back in around 15 minutes' time to bring you the second semi, Devon versus Berkshire.
Absolutely.
I've eaten quickly.